Oh my God, thank you so much, sir. Good evening, sir. Welcome, everybody. Coming in from the CivCIS community, we do have Easy Katka going against Posel Za Pivas. Thank you so much, Nevsky, actually, 26. Thank you so much, sir, for the follow. Good evening, Xai Pong, Sloth001. Thank you so much for the sound check. Woohoo! Thank you. I did click the button. I don't know what happened there. Grupek, good evening, sir. Hi, Nick Dave. Big shout out to the man. Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for picking up that first promotion. And I did see IPO ADC coming up here as the first follower. Good evening, sir, and thank you so much for the follow. I gotta say, we're there. We're coming there. 2 more followers to go, and we're getting to 6,300. Let's go. I do want to also take a look at the teams over here. Posel Za Pivas comes tonight with Scabrous, WinxPan V666 outside, and Vadia Queen on the other side. On Easy Katka, we do have Petro with Kabachok, Plumpie, Baker, and David Lynch. These are teams that we haven't actually had the pleasure of watching during the last few weeks, or I should say months, since they did have the qualifiers. So it is quite interesting to see how the meta evolved over here in the CivCIS qualifiers, what they will bring to the upcoming CWC season, and of course what do we need to take care of. Also, Tombasan, good evening, sir, and welcome. Let me actually do a sound check of my own over here. I think my music on the other side is okay. There we go. There we go. I needed to check this so I actually hear what's going on. Map pool choices, we do have them starting to ban. It looks like we're gonna have Pangea, Primordial, 7 Seas, and Highlands coming up tonight as options. Pangea, 7 Seas, and Highlands. Primordial got taken out, and we've seen yesterday actually quite a fast game going on. I was a bit surprised about the early CC they did. I guess they thought their slot is safe over there, so we're going to need to see what they're gonna do in the CWC. 7 Seas with Highlands being the choices. We might actually have quite a bit of simming going on here. Luke Yang 89, good evening, sir, and welcome. Takeshi Lev, hello there, sir. Give me a second over here to switch my things over here, and I do think I need to set the map. They're still thinking. Last second push of the button. We do have 7 Seas being picked up over here in the game for tonight. Let me actually click on the buttons over here and set as a map. 7 Seas. There we go. I do have to point out it was quite a pleasure to see what was happening also with the game between Gold by Library and Holiday on Highlands. Always a pleasure to see them playing against each other, and we didn't have the time to actually get all of those games yesterday. Unbelievable. Toothpies, hello there, sir. How is it going? It's good. You know, I'm on my second coffee today. Did get to actually how to say, chill a little bit afterwards after the stream yesterday, and did manage to get some sleep in my system, so you know, should be fine. Got my energy back, and I'm looking forward to see this game. How are you, sir? We do have 10 bands that they need to pick, and they're gonna go through them one by one. First 6, and then we're gonna have 4 picks, then we're gonna have another 4 bands, then we're gonna have another 4 picks. Looks like they take out, oh my god, did they? I don't know. Australia. Okay, they did take out Australia. Since it is 7 Seas, I think we got used to it. I've talked about it quite a bit during my last streams, how the balance need to be achieved between the coastal civilizations, the gold generation, the simming of the team, and as well some damage dealers. If you can manage to plug in your roster a civilization that can go for victory condition, maybe something like Russia, maybe something like Sweden, we might actually see them putting the pressure on their opponents with those civilizations. Now it looks like Australia got taken down. Okay, we're not gonna see the kangaroos, just like Varia Queen is saying over here. We will need to see what they're gonna start banning next, and it does look like they're running down the clock quite a bit. A lot of the times on the 7 Seas, the players do prefer to go for civilizations that are very hard to counter on the 7 Seas. You do get quite a bit of pressure on the seas, for example, just like we see Norway over here taken down. That is one of those civilizations that is very hard to deal with, especially if you realize you spawn next to. We've seen also them trying to pick something like Portugal, and Coupe of course got taken down. We've seen them going for the Victorias. I believe actually Age of Empire is banned, if I'm not mistaken. I did ask Sue yesterday, and he said during the qualifiers Age of Steam was banned. Age of Empire though, it's still available for them. We've seen it being played out a little bit yesterday, so that can be an option for them. Dido, Spain, we do have Indonesia on those naval powers, not to mention the players will still have, I gotta say, did you guys see the total disappearance of gold from the games in the last 2 weeks? Like we had at some point after the BBG update, some players trying it out and then total disappearance. Man, the invisible goal, where is the goal? After we've seen it banned and picked so many times, gold totally disappeared from the preferences of the players. And we do need to see if it's gonna have a resurgence in, of course, the other games. Steam is banned, yes. I'm doing some barbecuing, ready to watch a game. Oh man, you're energized and ready then. Yes, exactly. Goal ever nerfed, I'm not surprised. Well, you see, no, wait, what did it lose? It lost its culture bomb. Didn't it lose just the culture bomb? I'm not aware of another nerf, or maybe I'm not how to say, reminding myself of another nerf. I believe the culture bomb from the mines, it got moved to culture bombing only on oppidums. So you still get a culture bomb, but it's a lot less than we've seen before. You gotta put a lot more gold into your simming. So yeah, maybe that is an over nerf. Anyway, we do have Japan taken out, Basil II also taken down. The Tromors is a bit of a problem. Also nerf to stone bias a while back. Oh, that was a while back actually, indeed. It also already lost the stone affinity. Oh, okay, I see. You're talking about the other one. Also, Commander Snake, good evening, sir. How are you doing? Isn't it kind of late for you? Oh my God, it's a play. Or is it morning? Is it morning? It's morning, right? It's morning to you. Oh my God, good morning, sir, and welcome. We do need to see what's going to be the last ban here. They still have quite a few powers when it comes to the naval civilizations. 0, running down the cow. No, wait, they didn't ban anything? No bans? Oh, they took Spain. Okay, never mind. They actually said it in the chat over here. Spain! Okay, Kabachuk is saying pain. Okay, sure. Pain train. Okay, yeah, they took it down. Okay, we'll see how this is gonna go. We've seen actually yesterday Carrier trying to play Spain. He couldn't actually manage to carry the game. He did manage to get quite a bit of gold, but then the land wasn't that perfect to actually work it out. And his ally did die in the end over there. Hungary couldn't manage to take on the pressure of the Great Cree Empire. It was just a bit too much. Scabrous immediately going for Victoria, Age of Empire. No surprise here. We might actually see a follow-up here with Dido or Indonesia. I believe Dido would be the preferred one because it does benefit from the half-cost harbors, giving you quite a bit of a tempo advantage at the beginning of the game. Not to mention those settlers that you can pump out everywhere from your cities. Let me actually also take a quick peek over here what's going on. If I have the correct settings, yes I do. And click on buttons on no predictions yet. We don't put the prediction yet because, well, it doesn't really matter yet. Let's go for this. Okay, so Dido immediately got countered over here for Victoria. We do usually have a lot of spawns when it comes to the coastal powers here on the Seven Seas with available adjacency for them to go against somebody else, but it's not unseen actually to go for some land civilizations like we've seen yesterday. Even on the Seven Seas, players, they prefer to go for something like Crete, something like Russia, something like Hungary over there, which still put a lot of pressure on their opponents with their respective bonuses. It's very early morning. Oh, you're the morning person. I see how it is. That is amazing. That is something that I honestly cannot do. Like I have such a hard time waking up in the morning, which, I mean, you know, it on some point it meshes really well with my schedule right now. I'm more of a night owl, so most of the time you see me streaming at night because, you know, it is what it is. We do have Portugal got picked up in the third one, and he might actually get a chance of trading with Dido during the game, which is going to be very, very, very interesting. We're going to see a lot of gold being generated there, although... Oh man, if Portugal doesn't actually get those going, we might see quite a bit of a problem when it comes to his gold generation and of course his tempo during the game. Indonesia coming up in the fourth ban over here, in the fourth pick actually. We're gonna see maybe some jonks during the game, and so that means they actually did go for 4 naval powers in the first wave of civilization. So we should see them follow up with some land civilizations in the next wave of picks now in the lobby. We do have the band phase started up in the second wave. It looks like Ottomans got taken out. That is Muhtesham. Isn't that Muhtesham? You think too much of me, sir? It's so early. It's 12:19. Not a morning person either. Oh, I see. I mean, still, man, that's much earlier than I get to actually wake up in the morning. Even though tomorrow I need to wake up in the morning to help my family. It happens, man. It happens. Like, you know, sometimes it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Family comes first, isn't it so? We do have a surprise over here. Commander Snake is surprised that no ban the first round. Yeah, they didn't actually go for it first ban and in the first wave, and it looks like they did prefer Australia as the first ban, which I mean, I gotta say, yesterday we've seen a little bit of a different approach to how to play Australia in the CivCIS qualifiers. We were expecting that he's gonna go for maybe a caravel timing. No, he saw chocolate hills and immediately was like, I want that science, extra food, extra production, go get those cities, no fresh water, settle. And he did actually only have his capital on the coast, which I think actually posed quite a few problems there for him. We do have Mubanda taken out next as the Congo new leader, which actually came up very high in the preferences of the players in the last few months, and we do need to see how they're going to follow up with the next bans. They says over here, late David Lynch is saying Kir. I'm not sure what's going on over there. They did go for Khmer, or maybe that's what he was meaning. I'm not sure what they banned in the 9th one, but anyway, Kabachok is going to have to pick over here the next civilization to be in the game. I do have to say they're kind of overthinking this a little bit more, which I think it does give me the impression that they might not have been prepared for the 7 Seas altogether. They are more reacting to the pick and ban phase than actually acting on the pick and ban phase. So what I mean by that is usually the players do have already a plan in mind before the game. They had a lot of experience in the previous ones. They want to force a certain roster on their team, and they know the reactions of their opponents and the preferences of their opponents, which actually requires quite a bit of preparation beforehand, watching streams, watching games of their opponents, seeing exactly what kind of civilizations did they prefer to play during the games, which is something that we might actually see in the next CWC. I gotta say, we are working to get some more stats over there, so you guys can take a look at it more than just the streams. Now, also, Age of Steam is bad because at the start of the qualifiers that was broken and they decided not to change rules when it was fixed. Oh, I see. Thank you so much, Boras. Thanks so much. I mean, that makes sense. And also, I gotta say, Age of Steam might still suffer some form of nerf, especially for its late game powers. We might actually see that plus 10% bonus when you get the workshop, when you get the buildings in the industrial zones, actually toned down a little bit more. I would say maybe 7% or something like that would be the magical number, but I wouldn't see it's unheard of to actually tone it down to like 5%. We've seen games when it just ran away with a bit too much production. 1500 points of production, I believe it was the last record I've seen on the stream. Oh my god, can you imagine that? Having 1500 points of production. Oh man. Jimmy Ray, the 321, good evening, sir. Jimmy R, actually 4321, want to see a religious victory. Woo! Can we see a religious victory? There is maybe Tamar goes religion that will spread it all over the map, and his allies over there. You take religion, take me in. We'll see if that happens. Also, I do see Kabachok did go for Nader Shah. We will see those immortals running around the map over there, just shooting everything. Outside is gonna go for Matthias Corvinus, so we might actually have some city states being levied, and putting the power against his opponents from across the map is gonna be quite a bit of a nuisance. I do see Vadia Quinn is going to go for Montezuma, which does benefit from the Eagle Warriors, the extra bonus on his amenities, the unique building, the Tlachi, and of course we're going to need to see if he's actually going to get to use that extra bonus from his amenities. It is quite a hit or miss on Montezuma if you do manage to get like a multiple content split to benefit from a lot of damage on your amenities, but although it's still a very good civilization, even with just a +4 or something, if you do manage to sim to a later stage of the game, you do sometimes have the opportunity to go and settle with some settlers that try to get those amenities from very, very far away. and get those bonuses on you on the tank timing. That's when it actually matters the most. I gotta say, Montezuma has actually the most powerful jet bombers in the game, especially late game with like plus 12 on it. Ooh, they can do so much damage. Petro is gonna go for Jadwiga. Whoa, I actually had a I had a colleague in how to say primary school that was her actual name was Petro. Oh, are they related somehow? Wow, didn't talk to her in like so long. Wow, I think it was so long, man, so long. Anyway, we do need to see how they're gonna actually choose to give the advantages to the players over here. We do have them starting to switch around the swords, trying to give the advantages to their civilizations, to their players, so they can have the first dibs on great people, on those same turn wonders and so on and so forth, which we do see WinxPan actually V666 is gonna go for Gitarja. We do have David Lenjo Dido, Plumpie's Baker is gonna go for Chao the Third, Scabrous on Victoria Age of Empire. We do have Kabachok on Jadwiga. Outside is going to be Matthias Corvinus, Fadia Queen on Montezuma, and Petro on Nader Shah. It looks like they don't really think generals are going to be that important during the game, which does make sense. On the other side, they do think admirals are going to be very important during the game. Gitarja picking up over here the first slot is going to have first dibs if it's going to have the same points to actually recruit an admiral in the same turn with somebody else, which is going to be quite a massive advantage, especially against Dido and Joe the Third. Now, that is not everything in the game. You do actually sometimes need to get quite a few projects to acquire those points much faster, so you can have the chance of recruiting those, especially when it comes to the medieval renaissance timing for the admirals. Even later on, the renaissance slash industrial ones, they do actually require quite a few projects, and a lot of the players do try not only to deny them from their opponents, but also to get them on their own side. It might actually make even the difference between you having a golden age or not. We've seen it multiple times how people do get like early fleet or early armadas, so they can actually punch through that era score threshold. Now we're coming up on the first map here, and I do want to put up on the screen the prediction for how many remaps. 012, we got a submission period of 5 minutes, and we're gonna get to talk about the map in its entirety here, talking about each of the spawns one by one, and going through their initial choices. Now we're not gonna go in that many deep levels, because I do believe we should actually just take a look at the we don't have time. It's 8 turns. We don't have time to talk a lot about their options here. Anyway, Hungary did spawn coastal, and I do see on his own coast we do have Indonesia over here, which is gonna be his ally. It's fine. I don't see anybody in the north, though. Again, it's fine, not bad. He does have a double continent split over here with multiple geothermals appearing next to his city center. He can just settle in place for the 2-2 base, and I do see he has a 3-1-1 fish tile there. Might even go for the truffles actually across. That's gonna be quite a much better harbor, first of all, and second of all, he's gonna get the extra amenity with the extra gold immediately, still benefiting from a lot of 2-2s around his city and fresh water. Now, is he actually gonna want to move? We're gonna have to see. It's his choice, so we'll see exactly what he's gonna get here. I do also want to point out +5, +6 actually campus over here, and between the 2 geothermals, a mountain tile, and wait a second, it's a +4. Yeah, it's a +6 with the 2 rainforest, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna get chopped. We do see him with Paititi. Oh my god, this is a half good TT over here to the south. Come on, man. What this, man? Oh my god, what did you do to my Paititi, man? Oh, what is this? Oh, wait, hello? He's going inland? He's going for the banana. He wants the banana. He doesn't want to stay coastal. Okay, I mean, sure. You don't want to actually help out WinxPan to get those. Oh, I see how it is. WinxPan has his own problems. Krakow here is gonna be to the west side, and we're going to need to see him try to do this. Oh man, this Krakow settlement. I gotta say, Poland coming in on this map might be a hit or miss anyway, because you do get the chance of actually settling coastal. So unfortunately, or spawning coastal. Unfortunately, that causes quite a few issues during the game. You gotta take care of your opponents over here. So it's a problem. We got even London to the north. Oh my god, 2 versus 1 versus Poland. I don't know, guys. I feel like this might be a quick remap here. What do you think? Quick remap from them? It might be. Let's actually take a quick pick on Persia. We do have Mashhad coming up here for Petro. He does have a +4 campus in the capital with another +5, +4 over here to the northeast. And I do see him benefiting from a decent amount of cities to the west side and the north. He also has Lisbon over here to the north, which he's his ally. So he can set up city on or around actually this river. So he can actually trade with Lisbon and get that golden. Now I gotta say, Persia with Portugal is not actually the biggest matchup when it comes to trade routes, because Persia does prefer his internals over his externals, especially at the beginning stage of the game, or I should say the beginning and the mid stage of the game. Now Wisselbanken might change that opinions. I'm pretty sure it's more important for Portugal to trade with somebody than it is for somebody to trade to Portugal, but still it's something that the players will need to figure out somehow how they're gonna do this. There is also Dido over here to the northeast, and that might be an opportunity for Mashhad to keep on settling cities towards Phoenicia. We of course do have Phoenicia with an opportunity to settle a city here, so maybe, you know, them being allies, maybe they will think this is gonna be fine. I gotta say, Phoenicia being over here, having the opportunity to go against England might actually save Poland because of this. To the north, we do also have Vadia Queen with Tenochtitlan coming up with an Eagle Warrior. He is gonna get a 2-2 base, a lot of chops over here, or of course, if he wants to improve them, we will see a very strong stone circles if he's gonna get that Pantheon. He doesn't have the opportunity to go on the coast that easy, and I don't think he's gonna choose it, especially since in the south we do have Dido and Portugal. This might actually be a problem for Portugal and Dido at the same time, because of course Aztec will have quite a bit of power from his amenities here, and we might actually see him going for generals while his allies might, his opponents might not. Preferring those animals, especially when you're fighting on the seas, is probably gonna be the priority. That's the word I was looking for. Let's take a look at Indonesia. We do have him with 2 reef tiles. Oh my god, this is such a good campus. This is such a good campus. What is it? +2/6. It's a +6 campus over here in Majapahit, going immediately for it, then putting a harbor between them, and then at the same time getting a few chops around it. It has access to fish tiles. He is probably gonna have first dibs on God of the Sea, because he does get a +2 faith from settling a city on the coast, which of course does come in from the beginning of the game. You can already see it over here. He's starting to gather that faith, and we'll need to see what kind of pantheon he's gonna go, especially with the reef fish. It's kind of a sin to not pick God of the Sea, you know? You gotta do that. We do have him with another city to the south, powerful harbor over here as well, with a good campus to the west side if he wants to, east side as well. Now we will see him actually spawning quite a few cities over here on the eastern coast as well as the western one. While he is gonna get closer to Poland, I wouldn't expect him to be that phased of Poland here. Poland is not well known for having a very good fleet, even though, I mean, any civilization in the game can actually go for a fleet to try to get those animals, try to get those harbors, those caravels, timings and so on. It's just some are better than others for those timings, you know what I mean? Dear Zingu, hello there sir, and good evening. Fish and turtles, yeah, he's gonna pop those turtles and eat the fish like a madman. We do have a builder first, actually no, a builder second coming up here from Majapahit. He's gonna delay his second settle, which might be a problem, but he is gonna get a lot of food and production coming in from the fish town, so maybe he's gonna make up with that over there. To make a builder at this stage, it's 4 turns to actually get that builder, so I'm not sure if he's gonna actually save 4 turns. I'm pretty sure he's not actually gonna save exactly 4 turns from his upcoming settler. Probably gonna save like 2 turns from the first settler. We do have a turn 6 over here already started up. Let's actually take a look what Buddha did. Buddha is going to be next to those bananas. He does have the +6 campus in the capital now, and he does have actually one single point of reference for his Pearl of the Danube bonus, the 50% of the districts and the buildings in them. That is going to be on the banana tile, which I'm not that convinced is going to chop that early. You do need not only bronze working, but you also need irrigation to start chopping that tile. So all in all, it doesn't look like it's gonna be that valuable. Now we do need to see also how he's gonna try to use his ability to levy the cities and get those armies against his opponents with the extra points, and if he is gonna have that opportunity, especially with his opponents or against his opponents. I do see, for example, Hansa can do quite a bit of pressure on Persia if it's gonna survive. We do have him also with it on the front line over here between him and Persia. There could be, let me take a look over here, who is next. Can there be any kind of power candy? I mean, maybe, but that doesn't look like he's gonna have that much of a adjacency towards Phoenicia. I do see on the other side there's also Nazca over here in the southeast of Mashhad, which is probably going to survive quite a bit in the game. Well, we'll see how this goes. Turn 8, this is the moment we might actually be waiting for that remap, and we're going to need to see what they're going to choose. 10 more seconds to go until this end turns. This turn ends actually, and we do have also to look at Poland here. I gotta say, he did go for holy sites first here, and I think this is a bit of a mistake. He's trying to play normal Poland. He's gonna try to go for holy sites into harbors, which is gonna take away a lot of his shine. I know reliquaries, Poland, faith, monumentality, and so on. Not the best timings against your opponents like this. One thing they are missing is the information about their opponents. They don't know where England is. They don't know that Indonesia is very close. So they don't have vision over the map to actually make an informed choice about their openings. Which, well, I mean, that's how it is. That's why we put the turn 8 remap, which will probably turn into turn 10 if I've read the votes correctly in the CWC that we did with the captains and the ambassadors. Everybody kind of wants turn 10, especially for the Highlands map, which I guess makes sense because you do slow down quite a bit over there with the hills that you need to go through on the Highlands map. Okay, so I think it's Posel Za Pivas actually not remapping, and then Easy Katka remapping. Plumpie, David, Petro, and Boris. Well, Easy Katka over here, the left team. I gotta say, Jadwiga really needed to remap this, so they did well. We're gonna need to see if Joe the Third and the Dido will actually have something done next time. Unfortunately, Scabrous did disconnect. It is what it is. He could settle across the river for a fast +6 campus. River +6 campus. Wait, what are you talking about? You mean this? You mean on or say on Buddha or somewhere else? Matthias, yeah, I was thinking that he's the only one that actually has those +6s. Yeah. Okay, so we might actually see a quick relobby over here to actually fix the disconnect. Maybe we're gonna have some these things going on. We might see a quick like how to say remap because of this, and we're gonna need to take a look how this evolves. Okay, just waiting for them to actually make a decision over here. I'm not sure if he said no. Okay, so he's joining back. Okay, he's joining back. Now we're gonna need to see what he's gonna do. Poland actually can apply a lot of power when it comes to his neighbors, especially when it comes to the timing he's gonna have on the wing hussars. We did actually have an advantage in the second settle right now, but being a coastal civilization here, or being forced to stay on the coast so long, it wouldn't have given him that big of a timing, especially against the junks of Indonesia. Indonesia is going to have such a good tempo over here. Even if it slowed down a little bit with the builders, he will catch up quite nicely. Now we do have London coming up here with the settlers. London did have this continent, but I guess this is the mute point right now because they're not going to keep this map. Really want to see the next map. We're still waiting for him to +5. Wait, what are you talking about? Where is the +5? I gotta point out the Buddha actually the settler started up over here on the 2-2 and then moved to 110 to get to Buddha. It wasn't it wasn't this spawn. He was spawning coastally, and honestly it would have been a little bit better to stay on the coast. I think he's actually going to put later on in the game maybe a city on the truffle tile so he can get those trade routes going with his allies here. He didn't know that he's going to have two close allies, and he didn't want to actually get next to opponents on the coast and be forced to actually go for both technology trees, the top one for the boats and the middle one. But yeah, he didn't need to move already, and he chose to go for the extra food here. He does have multiple 2/2s around him. This +6 is going to be quite nice, even though I'm pretty sure he's going to chop the reinforced at some point in the game, turning that into a +5. Still big, don't get me wrong. We do have him with a second settle possible over here to the south as well. PyTD maybe gonna be settled. I mean, you don't really want to give up on that extra culture. At the same time, the lack of food here doesn't make that city that great. He's gonna need to work those cattle tiles for some extra food there. A bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe he just, like, his computer crashed or something. It takes him a little time to get back in the game. Give me a second so I can click on the channel and see if he's talking here. No, maybe here. No. Oh, I see. No, they talked earlier. It is what it is. I gotta say, on this map, it would have been quite amazing to see the interaction between the civilizations when it came down to the sea timings. Even if Poland would have gotten quite a bit of a beating, maybe he could have withstood his ground until, of course, Dido would have come in to help him out. Not ideal to actually have Portugal in the inland sea like this, although some players actually prefer this safety of Lisbon in the inner city, so he can actually get his economy going without being bothered to actually get those nows on the map, which I gotta say they're actually quite a pretty good unit. You do actually want to use them. So I guess we'll see. Okay, so he tried to connect. He probably got stuck on connection and is gonna get back soon. Good evening, Vex Electra. How are you doing, sir? It's Poland Kaba. Give me a second. Is he? Don't know. Actually, Boris. Yeah, I think it is Kaba. He went for Kaba. Yeah, he did. I'm doing well. Just waiting for this game to actually start to see the map that we're gonna play. They did choose to remap this. This is the previous map, and these spawns are all gonna get randomized again. We're gonna need to see how the map will generate, what kind of possibilities they're gonna have, adjacency between neighbors and so on, or I should say proximity between neighbors. We'll see. Well, we got quite a few jokes over here. I see how it is. Stop it. Hello there, sir. In case you are not familiar with those teams, be ready for Scabrous to be irrelevant in 15 turns. Oh, 15 turns for Scabrous. Okay, let's put that to the test, sir. Let's put that to the test. How long can Scabrous be relevant to the game? Huh? We got Stop It over here giving us an inside information between for the players, and we're gonna need to see if London over here is gonna be able to withstand the pressure of his opponents. I'm still waiting actually for the turn to load into the next one. I did notice he did actually join, right? He did load. It's just a matter of the Queen getting the countdown going, and of course we're gonna need to see how they're gonna do in the next map. I gotta say, I really like this coffee settle, by the way, on Krakow. 3 extra points of culture with an extra points of science in the second city. Another honey tile over there to the north. Not that bad. Multiple turtles, 1, 2, 3, 4 turtles in the city of Krakow. Yeah, not that bad. The only bad thing about this spawn is, first of all, well, his proximity to both Indonesia and London. He could actually get pressure from the beginning with just galleys. That would have caused quite a few issues. So, remap started. We're going to be syncing on the new map here in just a few moments, and we're going to see how this goes. Drink water. Oh. I got water. I got water. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Yeah. Yes, sir. Actually, let me put this in safety because I have the very bad habit of kicking bottles around, toppling them. Yeah, there we go. Boris, what's going here, man? Boris, the Kabachok. That's my boys playing. So Scabrous is the one who was in free sim position, in world position, and in semi sim position as well. I mean, you know, it's perfecting IRL, man. That is actually a skill, you know. Fabio, hello there, sir. Good evening. Good evening. Or actually, good afternoon. We started quite early, actually, on 7. We started usually 2 hours or 2 hours and a half earlier than my usual streams. It is what it is. We actually get some sunshine behind. We got the summertime coming in with all its power in Romania. So I'm actually going to need well, to be careful not to actually sweat on the stream over here because it's going to get hot. Hot. 40 plus degrees I'm expecting during this summertime, and we're going to need to see if... I'm gonna get burned over here, burned alive. Hello there, Pollux. Good evening, sir. Did they vote for a remap? Yes, they did. We did actually have easy Katka using the remap tokens. Sounds like my entire server. Maybe I should pressure them into playing CPL. Yeah. Wait, you have a server with Electra? Come on, man. Yeah. I recommend covering the windows. It doesn't help, actually. I'm at the top level of the building, of the house, and I want to say the sun heats up the roof, and that actually tends to, and heats up the walls and so on and so forth, and that tends to keep the heat for even the night, which is causing quite a few issues. I find myself actually needing to use air conditioning even during the nights because I can't sleep of way too much humidity in the air, and at the same time it's hot. I did try to actually start using the AC only on recirculation, so it just changes the air, not actually applies that freon, or how do you call it. But anyway, that's something that I'm still testing, so I wouldn't hold my breath on that option being a viable option. It's fantastic. Also, good evening, sir. We do have Plumpie's Baker here. We're Portugal. This time he's gonna be on the western coast. I didn't want to double check if he's gonna... Ooh, trade routes to Phoenicia. The goal is coming in, boys. We got David Lich in Portugal with available trade routes on these seas. Nobody's gonna be here to punch them in the face when they get those trade routes and distract them from actually getting the gold for their teammates. Plumpie's Baker is also gonna have a 3-1-1 fish tile. He does have actually another one there in the third ring, quite expensive actually. We do have him with freshwater from a river. I do see 2-2-2s in the capital with a deer tile. We do have him with a lot of coast over here to the northeast. He's gonna be the opponent of Matthias Corvinus though, and you do see Matthias over here might actually poke him a little bit during the game. We're gonna need to see if Nader from the south will come to his aid to try to stop the Hungarian armies from getting to the Portuguese mainland. Oh man, I'm pretty sure Hungary over there is gonna want, yes, raid those coffers, get the mines. Lisbon is making so much gold. Ding! You know, his eyes over there, just seeing them with the gold point. You know? Anyway, just like in the casino, you know, we got the scouts coming up in 310s. Looks like Plumpie's Baker is going to need to start moving that warrior to start seeing what's going on. Oh my, we got Montezuma. I didn't see Montezuma to the southwest. Double continent split, triple continent split for Montezuma. We do need to see how he's gonna try to get this going. There is also Poland on the west side. The fact that he has this continent split does give him quite a few geothermals there to benefit for the extra science towards his campuses. And we do see him with a decent amount of fresh water. The land looks a little bit better on the west though. On the east side, he doesn't have that many 2-2s. He's gonna need to put some gold in. into those tiles to get them in his territory. This looks like a good spawn for him, plus 4 campus with multiple other 2 chops over there for good measure. And then Poland is gonna be, hello, you wanna split this land up with friends? A long time friendship, my friend. Well, we do have also Persia coming up here on we got a loading, please wait. I'm desyncing. Oh no. And Satsu, good evening, sir. How are you doing, my friend? We're coming up with the 4th game actually during this weekend. Yesterday we had a 10-hour stream, which wow, was quite amazing to see. I got to play a game, man. And but yeah, Queen is asking for a reload turn 3 so they can actually fix the desyncs. I'm not sure how many people actually desync because I don't see the notifications, but I know I did. So yeah, that's a problem. We do need to see, as in that's a problem for me, not a game, for me. I'm actually quite curious. Do they have just the normal modes or Pepega modes on? It's just the normal modes. And when I say Pepega modes, it got pointed out to me that I need to actually be a bit more specific to what I mean. I'm meaning to the cards modes, you know, that UI interface in the cards. Usually they cause a lot of issues. That's why I call them Pepega modes, because some players have them, some players don't, and the discrepancy between having and not having causes issues. The clan names, we got the EK and PZP. I mean, yeah, we got some time, let's set that up and go for this. Okay, let's see. Clan names, EK, that's Easy Katka on the left side. You can actually see them right above their names over there. And then we do have PZP. Can somebody tell us, is anybody, by the way, that is familiar with the team names? What do they mean? What does Easy Katka mean? And what does Posel Za Pivas mean? Also, hi Nick Dave, thank you so much for the input there. Much appreciated for the feedback. Let's see, England, one big continent. He's not going to get the extra trade routes there. He does have Kumasi that he might actually go against, even though, well, Kumasi does already have a warrior ready to stop any kind of encroaching danger on him. We do have a 2-3-1 spy style in the capital city of London, and I do see a 3-1 base because of BCY. He does have a second settle with fresh water from the lake, and I do see to the north he's going to have a river that's going to give him that fresh water. Not bad, not bad. We do also see him getting the scouts out, and he's gonna need to discover his land. Now he's gonna have at some point in the game an opportunity to go on this one tile choke to try to do some damage against Phoenicia. We're gonna need to see if Phoenicia is gonna try to block this. He can easily block this with a city over here on the 1-2, not giving an opportunity to his opponent to put a connection city, a canal city over here on the wheat tile. Posel Za Pivas is settler for beer. Funny guy, thank you, sir. Okay, I actually really like that name, settler for beer. Okay, I mean, what is it? I give beer, you give me settler, or I give settler, you give me beer, or one of those two. Because I mean, okay, sure, I got a lot of beers. Can you give me settler, please? is that actually how do you call it, on 20 beer notice, or is just one beer? Maybe you get like a case of beers, you know. Also, easy game is easy Katka. Oh, Katka means game. Okay, interesting. Katka. Okay, you know, you live and you learn, man. We're learning words over here. Okay, so let's see what we have on Krakow. Krakow did settle on something with science. I do see him on a T tile, and by the looks of it, he's gonna have quite a few mountains for the GCC towards his holy sites. Has the ability to go for, oh my god, this is gonna be a very nice Temple of Artemis. A 2-3 deer tile, 2-2 deer tile, 2 for honey tiles actually. I do see 2 honey tiles here, and another pasture from the horses. This is gonna be quite a game here for the city of Krakow. Now I do have to say, Easy Katka already used their remap tokens. They don't have another remap token on them, but this time Boris did actually settle quite in a quite good land, in much better land than he had last time. He was coastal, man. He was in danger. We do have a PZP on the other side with Montezuma between 2 nations, which he might not like. You know, it's not always good to have 2 nations on each side, but he can erode himself into both. So, you know, that's that. We do have also England with Indonesia that didn't actually see where Indonesia spawned. Where did Indonesia spawn? Here. Okay, this is Indonesia. Okay, so Indonesia is still gonna have a 3-1 fish. He's gonna have a good campus in the capital. 2-2s here for good measure, and I do see him with a decent amount of coast. He's gonna be to the east of Persia, which might cause some issues here. But I think Persia is gonna be more fighting Hungary than he's gonna fight Indonesia. I don't see coastal trade routes easy for Indonesia, even though, of course, I do have to point out Bura can get a city over here on the gypsum tile. It's gonna be a good one, actually, and managed to get that going. Okay, there we go. I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a beer today. Yeah, exactly, man. Okay, so I need to watch their channels and see when they're putting up that lobby over here. I'm not sure. I didn't actually check who did put up the lobby, so I can join directly on him. So I'm just waiting to see, well, who's gonna put that Steam lobby link. And this change that Discord did with the lobby links not being able to be clicked on anymore is actually quite bad. Quite bad. I mean, I don't know why they did this. I understand there was a discussion between Steam and Discord, or a discussion, more like a reaction to what Steam is doing. Steam is trying to change up how the way the community works, like the community screen works, and they also are trying to implement quite a few features that Discord has. And some of my friends were telling me that this is not something that I saw. It's some of my friends' analysis on the situation. This is something that Discord basically doesn't like, that they will have competition with Steam. A lot of their viewers, or a lot of their members on Discord were using the Steam to actually connect with each other when it comes to the games. On the other side, Discord wants to also implement their own games in the game, so they in the platform, so they are starting to bump heads over there. And one of the unfortunate decisions on this was to take out the ability to click on those Steam links. You can click on any other link, you can't click on Steam links, which is kind of like, what? You know, like, why would you do this, man? Anyway, this is interesting because honestly, even if Steam is a very amazing platform when it comes to games, downloading games, using games, buying games, and so on, like getting the workshop done and so on, I don't actually see it as a community-driven, how to say, or community-centered, I would say, a platform. You know, like Discord is just much better on that, creating a community, creating your server, creating getting the messages out, trying to get the bots going and so on. That's something that Steam is definitely lacking, and honestly I didn't actually see anything very useful when it came down to the community stream on Steam. So I don't actually see the value of Discord making this move, and I had this discussion with my friends when I pointed this out, because honestly, yes, you do get like to curate content, you get like recommendations, reviews and so on, which are quite useful when it comes down to games, but when it comes to actually building, managing, and connecting to a community like you do on Discord, they're so far away from that kind of so far away. It's not even funny how far away. They don't even have like maybe 5% of what Discord can actually give to their community, to their users. So I'm very surprised that they did this. Maybe that's just my opinion. I don't know. You guys can judge for yourselves when it comes to that. I'm just very annoyed that we actually don't have the ability to click on Steam links anymore, which is kind of bad, man. Like it saved us so much time to just be able to click on links. Okay, give me a second so I can quickly reconnect here. Did any of you, by the way, try to get a community started on Steam? I mean, I know there are quite a few Steam groups going around. Wow. Oh, wow. What is this? Just total disconnect over here. Oh, no. Come back. Come back. Steam lobby, come back. Okay. Well, I think everybody disconnected. Oh, I thought I disconnected from everybody, but everybody disconnected from the lobby. It was just me and the host remaining. Okay, okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Okay. I think we have 0 MS to everybody. Well, you know, this actually forced us to fix the 0 MS problem. So it is what it is, you know, all for the better, all for the good. Oh no. Okay, so I guess none of you did actually try to get the community going on Steam. There's no response. I gotta say, a lot of the times on, I would say, on Steam, you do get quite informative reviews for games, and it's amazing. And EA did connect finally with Steam. Fortunately, Battle.net is still not connected, so yeah, that's really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. It is what it is. It is what it is. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. I do need to actually put another soundtrack on my YouTube. For some reason, I totally forgot about that. I kept putting it off and off and off, got distracted by other stuff and totally forgot to put another soundtrack there. I did make it. It's just I need to plug it in, get the details going, and that's it. Put a thumbnail.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water.
Oh, CWC.
The Stone Age.
Okay.
To man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards this.
Okay, so this is the same map we were watching. They didn't get to the second turn 8 over there, so they can actually get a new remap going. Easy, Katka already used the remap token. On the other side, we do have PZP not actually using the remap token, so they still have it available. Indonesia is going to need to resettle here. Oh, this is 10-1 all over again. I see. And they chose 10-1 all over again. Okay, that makes sense. Let's actually see what's going on over here. They probably decided to do this so they can actually fix any problems. I do also notice Mashad over here is going to have quite a fast timing on the olive tile. And oh my god, he can go through this river to the north quite fast, and of course take away the pressure from Portugal. He's going to need to be careful to actually do some cities on the east side here. He does have a +5 campus next to the mountains and the geothermal. He's going to have triple continent split here for multiple amenities, even though I wouldn't really recommend to settle the south anytime soon, or especially in the fourth and fifth settle, because that's just devoid and have any kind of features with a lot of desert over there. Not really the ideal position you want to go for, especially in the early series when you do want the highest tempo possible. Settling on the olive to the northwest is going to give him quite a few rivers to actually get going with adjacency towards his districts like commercials, for example. And a lot of the times we've actually seen how Persia does prefer to go for those extra trade routes because it does get an extra yields from them in the form of science. That's actually the biggest difference between Nader Shah and Cyrus. One does get the science, one does get the culture. Now we do need to see also how fast they're actually going to go for the next ones. And hopefully we're gonna have the problems fixed this time around. Now we do need to see also on Phoenicia. He does have a second settle to the southwest. I'm actually quite curious if he's gonna stay in place for the 2-2 base or go for the cattle tile there. It doesn't really make that much sense to move, but you know, we need to see. Now we also need to see also to the southwest how he's gonna plan out to get a city going there. He does have a banana, whichever one he can actually settle there. Get a course on, get a campus going. Scabrous is calling out, go play Civ6, and he did. Yeah, go play Civ6, man. Southeastern city, he's gonna have 2 marble tiles to benefit from if he does get the quarries in. Unfortunately, of course, that actually requires him to get a builder out and improve those, which is not always ideal. You do get quite a bit of a tempo loss, which you might not get back as fast enough to be on the same timing as everybody. We do have Aztec to the southeast of also Dido here, which is gonna put pressure on him. But I guess Montezuma is between three opponents. For the Queen will need to be the one railing into all of these. Kabachok, I think, has a very good chance of taking down Montezuma in the mid to late part of the game, especially when he's gonna get his wing hussars. If he manages to stay away from his opponent for and of course defend his territory before those wing hussars, afterwards he's gonna have a much easier time to go against his opponent here. And of course we're gonna need to see who's actually gonna try to go for those generals and get the pressure on their opponents. Lisbon does have a +4 harbor here between the two fish tiles. It's good that he's gonna get that extra food there, and the production he's gonna get a little bit of extra gold, not bad. Now on the city of Buda, we do have unfortunately, yes, some bananas, but they don't have that extra production on them. A +4 campus, 2 tiles with the Pearl of the Danube to the south, and I do see he's gonna need to get that gypsum tile settled so he can start trading with Indonesia. And this is gonna be quite important for their economy here, and I'm pretty sure both of them will want to get those economic points going as soon as possible. So Buda does have the extra economy to go for the levies, try to use those city-states against their opponents. And bringing up city-states here, there are 2 of them to the south of southwest actually of Persia, Buenos Aires and Samarkand, which can put quite a bit of pressure on his opponent from the south, forcing Persia to actually deploy armies in the north and in the south part of his empire, using the mountains for some defense over here and also the rivers. Now we're going to see if this is going to be enough pressure against Persia to actually tone him down when it comes to his shine in the game. I don't see that many opportunities for them to go coastally navally against each other unless we take into account this Pio tile to the north of the continent here, north of the map, and that's probably only England that's gonna have the opportunity. And David Lynch over here can easily actually settle this one and try to go against England if he does surprise his opponent. And of course that is not gonna be scouted that easier. We might actually see Scabrous, well, Pikachu face over here when he's gonna figure out, oh wait, I got cannibals coming on me, guys. Oh no, they're shooting me down. Oh no, guys, save me, save me. Safety settler, right, meow. Well, we'll see exactly how Scabrous is gonna survive over here, and how we're gonna have all of this game started up. Looks like we're 10-7, just one more turn, and we're gonna figure out if this is gonna be the map. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? This is gonna be the map or not the map? We really need to see the input of the stream over here if you guys think they're gonna go for it or not. Okay, Tenochtitlan did settle a 3-1 base. Does have a +4. No remap. Hiding Dave is calling out no remap. Safnari joining. Good evening, sir. This game will be decided when the Canal City will be founded on Piotahi. It might be. It might be. I gotta say, this is game changing. I'm not sure if game deciding, but game changing. You voted only 1. Oh, I see. Wait, you voted 2. You only voted 1 point, but this is you voted. Oh, you did vote on the predicted 1. Okay, I see. Posel Za already calling out the remap. Okay, well, everybody with his own interest. What can I say? Well, we got a game pause here. We do need to see if they want to use the remap token PZP with Montezuma, Hungary, and with England and Indonesia. I can't say I've seen bad spawns from either of them. Well, Montezuma is in a bit of an awkward position, but he doesn't have a bad spawn, especially on the west side, and he's gonna get to project some power against his opponents over here. Okay, well, Phoenicia is an opponent, Poland is an opponent, Portugal is an opponent. So yeah, he might do quite a bit of smashing going around his neighbors here. We got 1 minute, please, Kabachok. What happened, Kabachok? No milk? Come on, man, you gotta be ready for the game, you know? You get game going, you gotta be ready for the game. No distractions, man. Well, sometimes, you do get some poopy distractions because it happens, man, it happens. You can't just predict everything, you know? Okay, remap vote started up, and we're gonna have them going for the choices. It looks like Kate... Hey, wait, they already voted? That was fast. They already voted. Okay, so yeah, Easy Katka already voted. They voted no. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought it's the other team. And anyway, PZP, I was getting excited for nothing. And I was like, well, okay, well, what's going to happen here? And we do have PZP actually needing to vote. And they're deciding what to do here. But yeah, when outside, Scabrous and Winx are trying to figure out exactly what to do. If they do have good spawns, if they like it, if they don't. And let's see. Just a few seconds. And it's a remap. Oh my God, we got a third remap. Okay. But why? Okay, well, maybe no trade routes, no externals here, even though I'm pretty sure Hungary would have managed to get that remap going. He didn't have all of the information on the eastern border. Maybe that's the problem. Michael, good evening, sir. Hello there. Hey, one more follower to go and 6,300. Woohoo! Yay! Oh man. We're getting there, boys. Getting there. On the road to 10K. Getting the community bigger over here. Thank you so much, guys. Okay. So we're waiting for the map to actually be delivered to all of the players. The first one to load in is the host, and then the players, and then the spectators. So we do have a little bit of time to wait. Does it help if I... No. No, man. It is what it is.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far.
We have come
now
far.
Begins your greatest quest.
We did.
From this
We
early
did.
cradle of civilization on.
Oh, wait. This is not that big of a naval map. What is this 7 seas, man? Oh my God, nobody's gonna fight on the seas. We're not gonna say, oh, and they almost all of them did prepare for all of this sea warfare and not gonna get the opportunity to do it. Oh, that feels bad, man. We got England over here on. Okay, so we're gonna take it one by one. This is it. This is you know, manage prediction, choose outcome, 2 remaps. It is what it is. Complete prediction. Let's see who's gonna get the points over here. Oh, somebody's gonna get the points, and we got the lock 15. Getting the 6,300 place over here. Thank you so much, sir. 3,300 followers. Ooh, I gotta drink to that. Thank you, sir. Oh man, that's a hard one. Anyway, let's see how this goes. We do have Persia coming up here with the northwestern settle. I do want to take. By the way, my. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. We do have them loading in, and we're gonna need to see how this is gonna evolve over here. It does look like not all of the players did manage to get in, and unfortunately that actually is well, it's stopping us from having the visibility all over the place, and we do need to see how this is gonna go. Yeah, we do have Nader to talk about first with the city of Mashhad. It does look like he's gonna get that settler in 3 turns, and I do see him getting quite a few of these pastures around his cities. Now it doesn't look like he's gonna have camp to improve so he can get a Temple of Artemis. Unfortunately, it is what it is. He's not also gonna have, oh my God, never mind, what am I talking about? Mount Roraima, second settle to the southwest, getting that science, getting that faith. Easy Pantheon can get a harbor out there. Doesn't actually have anybody to trade with, but that also means he's not gonna have anybody to be fearful of. We do have him with a 3-turn scout, and he is moving his warrior to the south. He's gonna notice Mount Roraima from the beginning. We do have also to take a look at his strategic resources. First of all, he does benefit from bonus resource, the bananas. That's gonna give him the extra food to the southwest, which he can couple with the 1-3 tiles, and of course his other 2-2 ships, so he can grow faster. Does have a 2-2 base underneath his capital, and and access to a fish tile. He does also have in the strategic resource department an iron tile to the southwest, which is going to give him the ability to get those iron resources. I do also see horses on the east side. Both of them are cheap to improve, and we're going to need to see what is he going to prefer to go for. In terms of simming, I do have to point out usually commercials are the way to go here for Persia, because it does require a lot of those trade routes, most of the time internals at the beginning, so he gets the food, so he gets the production. Those extra points of science are going to be quite valuable. We also see him with an interesting river nectar to the east side. He does have access to one single continent on the east. Oh, second continent on Kalahari to the west side. And I do see also Indonesia is going to be over here. They are not going to actually be friends. It looks like they're going to be angry, looking at each other and trying to get each other's lands here. Oh my god, what is this Indonesian spawn, man? What is this Indonesian spawn? Oh, the cocoa, the bananas, the Thai style. Oh my god, man. Oh, this is one of those screenshots you gotta keep, man. This is one of those screenshots we gotta keep. Oh, rate my spawn, guys. I gotta say, we need to actually get this going. Rate my spawn channel. You know what? I'm gonna do it now in my games discussions. Let's actually see. Rate my spawn Civ6. There we go. There we go. There we go. 1-8, that would be a good interaction. Yeah. 69 out of 69. Well, and Sasu has the good idea there. Let's actually see to the south. Who do we have? Oh, we got the city of Buddha. That's going to be an opponent of Nader Shah as well. That's going to be quite close. And we do see Buddha on a 2-2 base with a scout coming up from his city now. He's going to have quite a few rivers to actually get those things going. Interesting that he didn't want T-Tile to the southwest. That would have put him a bit further away than his 2-2, so I guess he did make the correct choice here. We do also see him with fresh water from the lakes. I do see more rivers to the south, and we do need to see how he's gonna try to make the most out of both of them. We also need to there we go. We also need to see when he's gonna pump out the scout, how fast he's gonna go to the north and discover his opponent. As you've seen actually yesterday, Hungary is not that big of a nation when it comes to defending his lands without those levied units. So unfortunately, as you can see, there aren't that many city-states for him to defend with here. That's gonna need to well, be done. All of the defense will need to be done with his own units and getting a general, which might actually put a bit too much pressure on outside on Hungary. Now we do have, what is this? Wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I see what it was. I wasn't understanding why my phone was not charging. Now I understand, man. I understand. I got it. I got it. Okay, somehow I actually pulled from the charger in the plug. Anyway, we do have Buddha coming up with also horses in the third ring to the southwest. Two of these iron tiles in the third ring. Unfortunately, all of his resources are going to require quite a bit of gold to gather. We do have him with a stone settle on the west side, benefiting from 1-for-1 ivory tile, some honey for that extra food, and he's going to get quite a few chops here. Usually, Hungary does prefer to stay on the river, so he gets that Pearl of the Danube bonus. As you can see here, there are mountains actually blocking those tiles, so probably not going to be the first choice that he's going to make. He can actually go for also the southern settle with multiple ivory tiles appearing over there. This might be an interesting goddess of the hunt for him with honey and ivory on this continent. This is going to be quite an interesting one. Well, to the northeast, he does have more settles on these rivers, and I gotta say, he's going to trade punches with Persia for the remaining of the game. Moving on forward, let's take a look at Tenochtitlan. Vadia Queen is going to be here, and he's going to try to help out his buddy against Persia. And we do have him getting a settler in 3, and I do see him benefiting from multiple amenities over here. He does have access to another continent if he goes to the west side, which I gotta say he should actually go for it, even though I don't see resources here. Like looking at this, he can only get this marble tile to the north side, and that's it. I mean, that's it. Look at that. The next ones up are like on this line, you know, like he's gonna need like put 2 cities to get to spice tile and tea tile, which is gonna be so close to Persia, might not even be an option. Now we do have him working a 2-3 deer tile in the capital, another 2-2 there on the east. It looks like he is gonna get a few rivers for the fresh water, and I do see he benefits from iron on the east side. Second ring, horses to the northeast. Second ring, easy to acquire, easy to improve and gather. It does also have Poland to the south, which is going to be one of his opponents, and of course they already saw each other. Poland over here did manage to get a builder from Fez, and I do see him sitting on the 3-1 tile over there with the with the city of did I say I said Poland, right? I didn't say Portugal. I don't know why for a second there I thought it's Portugal. Anyway, we do have Boris Kabachok over here going for his settler. He does have a good inland city next to those fertiles, or next to the diamonds, or right even on the diamonds, a 2-2-3, benefiting from some bananas across fertiles and fertiles. That's going to be quite nice. And I do see he's getting back his builder over here, so he helps his land improve some more tiles. One big continent for him, does have access to horses in the second ring. I do see iron tile also on the east side. Why not settle T on Hungary? Hello, I do have to say this. I'm gonna come back to this. You can see the T tile wouldn't have given him access to any 2-2 around his cities, except if he actually spent some gold to get the 2-2s in the second ring. That's the reason. Unfortunately, it's just too low tempo if you go for such a setup like this. Eddie Coffin, good evening, sir, and only one stream today, so it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We got a relic on Vadia Queen, and that is gonna be on the other side of Kabachok here. I mean, I guess he's gonna flaunt it in the face of Poland over there. Hello, you see, I got relic, you don't have one. Hello, hello. Well, that's good for actually Vadia Queen. He's gonna get a faster Pantheon, and we're gonna need to see what he's gonna do next to it. He is how to say, Poland over here is moving to the northeast. He is going for that diamond settle, and I do see he's going to get quite a few holy site placements here. I'm actually curious how he's going to try to get everything. Oh, he's going to give a free builder to his opponent. You can see that Eagle Warrior is smashing the Polish scouts to smithereens over here to try to convert it into a builder. 94 chance of capturing the enemy. Poland is in trouble. 110 work 3-1 bananas, team buys 2-2 next turn. Yeah, still not that. Still not that. Okay. Oh. Okay, let's see on Dido. We do have Dido actually with Dead Sea to the northwest. He is going to be next to Kabachok, next to Aztec as well, and next to Kabachok to the southwest, which of course we're going to need to see how he's going to try to play this out. He does need to be careful not to put too close a cities to Aztec, because I'm pretty sure he's not going to want to build armies on this game, or at least at the beginning of the game. He does have a 3-1 base underneath his city center, has a free style over there, a 3-1-1 to the southeast, and quite a few mountains over here for him to get those campuses going. A +3 here, another +3 here, +4, +5 actually here with the 2 rainforest. Now more geothermals spawning on the east. That means there is a continent split somewhere. Oh, there is on the east side, where there is also England. We do have England. Whoa, England? Why are you going inland? Okay, I mean, I guess he wants tobacco tile. Interesting. You see these warriors from Phoenicia just waiting to see the scout where he's going. We're gonna see how this is gonna end up. Anyway, David Lynch does have access to an iron tile in the second ring. Now I do see he has horses, but they're in the fourth ring of his east side, and by the looks of it, Vadia Queen is actually gonna settle in front of him over here on the east side, where he does have multiple amenities to improve those fertiles and the diamond tiles. We do need to see if we're gonna have some aggression here on from Aztec on Phoenicia, or is it gonna try to go south? It looks like he's putting that that Polish scout right in the corner over here. Vadia Queen is catching Boris Kopchenko with his pants down on the bananas. Oh no, that must be quite a sight to see. Can you imagine a scout actually running with the dog in front of him and with one of those banana, how do you call them? Like ciorchine. In Romanian, we call them ciorchine. I don't know how to call them in English. You know, like those, there's like a lot of bananas on a branch or something, a branch of bananas. And then some eagle warriors behind him. Give us the bananas! Give us the bananas! Anyway, we do need to see when that is going to turn into a builder. I'm pretty sure Poland has nowhere to go here, and the Varia Queen is going to get his free builder, a free charge builder. There we go. He popped it. Popped it. We do have also England to take a look at. He is going for the tobacco settler, and it looks like Phoenicia did not actually get the memo that England is going to go inland. We do have also England with possible settle to the south over here on the May style. He could get... Oh, that's actually on the same coast as Portugal, so he probably doesn't want that. We did have him with a possible settle in the north, which I think it would have been a much better choice to settle on that aluminium tile, so he gets a +4 Royal dockyard, and at the same time quite a few other 2-2s, GCSE 4 campuses there, and also on the east he had this rice settle. He could have bought the 3-2 bananas, get a +4 Navy dockyard, get theater. Oh, anyway, it is what it is. We do have also London with a horse tile to the southwest in the second ring. I do see he's pumping out a settler in 2 turns, and he's gonna get scouted here by Portugal. Portugal getting that warrior in might actually disrupt the movement of the settler. I do have to point out the settler of England over here. It's gonna be on another continent, so that is gonna give him an extra trade route, and the same time a free warrior. Not bad, a free melee unit, you know, it's always good. We do have him also with iron in the second ring to the south, and I do see he is going to need to buy out quite a few tiles around his territory, so he gets tiles to work. Now we do need to move on towards Portugal. Portugal did snatch a builder from Jerusalem here. He's going to get it back to improve some of his territory. Looks like England is also seeing where Portugal lives, and Porto with Lisbon will be on the same seas in the south. There is a possibility for him later on to put a city in the north, maybe chop some units here, even though I find it quite unlikely for that to happen. The biggest issue here for Portugal is he doesn't have a trading partner in the form of one of his allies, but he could get the coastal trade routes with Rapa Nui, which at least, you know, there's going to be some gold generated over there. And Kabul. Actually, he can get both and Kabul. Okay. There's some light at the end of the tunnel here. We do have him with multiple 2-2s around his capital, a 3-1 base, a freshwater from the lake, and can actually set up good harbors over here in the inner lake. I do see also he's benefiting from some of these reef tiles, so he gets some adjacency towards his dockyards, or I should say his harbors. Getting a builder here from Porto is probably going to want to get celestial navigation boost, even though I'm pretty sure actually Dido, wait, isn't Dido gonna get it? Dido should get it. Dido should be the one improving these fish tiles. Like, he has much better resources on the seas than Portugal does, but I guess having a well improved is still gonna be an extra amenity, so still something. Not as good as the fish though. The 4-1 fish are quite powerful at the beginning of the game. Entropy 8901, good evening sir. Persia with the super far first to settle. Wow, you're right. Wow, he wanted the gold, man. He wanted the gold. He didn't take no for an answer here, and Petro is not gonna be stopped by his opponent Hungary. He's gonna need to get a trade route to Mashhad, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna get that settler over here somewhere to the southwest of Mount Roraima. I gotta say, this city of Hagmatana is actually a pretty good city. We do have him with the Cocotans with the 2-2-3-1-1s and another 2-2-3 over here. That's a lot of gold that he's generating from the beginning of the game, and yes, he did give up a little bit of tempo on it, but he got the positioning on Hungary, so he doesn't let his opponent get those tiles. That's not bad, not bad. Outside is gonna have a bit of a problem. Let's come back to Portugal to see his strategic resources. In the second ring, he does have forces there. He does also have an iron tile over to the southeast. And I do see he's getting that third city somewhere in the south, probably on the cattle tile, if you would ask me. Unfortunately, there's a blizzard going on over here, which actually might be a godsend. He might actually get some tiles improved. Let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. Did it improve something? No. Actually, it improved the gypsum tile with an extra point of food. Not bad. Okay, not bad. Anyway, this might be an option also for him. He's just going to settle on the 2-1 hill and be done with it. Try to get those settles as fast as possible. Much better land adjacency. Unfortunately, no 2-2 around that city. But he can use cover on plaza placements and something else to get that going. Let's see Indonesia. Indonesia already started improving his... Oh, wait, did Indonesia actually didn't get God of the Sea? He went for Goddess of Festivals? Okay. I mean, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 culture. 7, 8. Okay. But why? Okay, interesting. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. Usually Indonesia does benefit from Pen-Russian voice cold ranges and doesn't actually prefer to go for a free inquiry. He does have pretty good campuses most of the time because he gets extra adjacency from the coastal city and from the coastal placements, and you do have usually some reef tiles around it. Now, in this particular situation, he doesn't have that many reef tiles to get that extra adjacency going. At the same time, going Pen-Russian voice, you get the science, you get the culture from Pen-Russian voice, you do get quite a few advantages, and having the extra production from the coastal resources, which I got a point, he has a lot of them, would have given him quite a bit of an extra advantage. Since he did have first dibs on this pantheon, it would have made more sense for me to go for God of the Sea. So let's count this up: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If he goes for the southern cities, even southwest over here, he can actually get quite a few cities right in the face of Portugal. I'm pretty sure Portugal is not going to get placements on the eastern side so far away, nor is he going to be incentivized to settle on the same seas as Indonesia, because Jongs, you know, Jongs quite powerful, Jongs. So you can imagine he's going to get a decent amount of boost from that production available for him. Now, okay, sure, he chose to go for the extra culture. That has its own value. You get to discover the civic tree much faster. You get to discover those cards, plug in the cards, get the half cost for a lot of stuff, or I should say the reductions in cost for a lot of stuff, or even double your points in commercial zone, in the commercial availability of your harbors and so on, which can turn into valuable advantages. Now, a lot of the players do prefer God of the Sea. So, you know, like if you see Indonesia pick 95% of the time God of the Sea, you're a bit surprised when you see it pick something else. Now, we do have him also pumping out builders over here to start improving his territory. We do have him getting those cocoa tiles improved, which does mean he went for irrigation quite quickly, putting off his celestial navigation for some time. Now he's going for astrology. He's going to go for that one. And the Persian city is under siege. Persian city is under siege. Persian city might die. No, it's not dying. It's not dying. There are only scouts here. It's fine. The Persian city is not under siege anymore. We got Indonesia coming in to help. By the looks of it, he's gonna try to get some positioning over his opponent, and it doesn't look like at the moment there are strong enough units coming up from both Indonesia and Hungary to try to do the damage over here on the city of Hagmatana. The city will start healing, and of course with a warrior inside of it is oh my god, he's actually okay. I mean, they might actually just suicide into the city of Hagmatana, so they deal as my oh my god, the city well, I mean, those units will die next turn. Are they gonna die taking the city, or are they gonna die just, you know, not doing anything? What do you think, guys? Also, thank you, Cool Whip 1300. Rodi, good evening, sir. How is the game going? We're still started up. You think they're gonna do nothing? Yeah, it feels like they might not do nothing. They won't do anything. I'm a bit surprised that we don't have Hungary over here trying to get his units out. We do have him going for currency. He does have a few warriors coming out, but you know, they're just warriors, they're not as strong. And on the other side we do have Persia going for currency as well, so it doesn't look like there's gonna be that much of a pressure on him. I'm very surprised that Petro is not settling this, by the way. Very surprised. Okay, sure, you're not gonna have like a lot of food in there, but you're still gonna have the extra size. Oh no, city of Hagmatana survived. The third scout is gonna bite the dust. The warrior is gonna get out of the city and is gonna smash it down with a club. We will see another warrior go walk in that city center and of course give back the garrison defense. There is another Indonesian scout that is trying to get in. Unfortunately, these reinforced hills are gonna be blocking him. I think we can safely move away and see on Indonesia what kind of strategic resources he's benefiting from. He does have forces next to Majapahit to the northeast, and I do see Palembang is going to get a builder out. I do see also Iron to the northwest in the second ring. Not bad from him, and we're going to need to see if the builders are going to be used for scouting. Yes, some of them are. Does he see Pio Tahi to the south? Yes, he does. He knows. In the south there's going to be Pio Tahi for him. Let's actually see the follow-up. Oh, we got a photo setter here from Vadia Queen on Poland. Kabachok is staying behind his mountains. He did also manage to get a religion over here, Zoroastrianism. Reliquaries with pilgrimage. The relics will provide him the triple yield in both faith and tourism. And I gotta point out, whoa. Poland does get extra yields on those relics. Let me see, Jadwiga bonus, I believe it is. Or relics generate an additional +2 faith, +2 culture, and 4 gold. And now let's take a look over here. The city of Hagmatana has been saved from the infidels attacking into it. Now those scouts could not actually use their cats to take down the warriors of Persia and take down the city of Hagmatana. This is a scout cat, right? This is, yeah, look at the cats, man. Can you imagine like walking down your you know, just having a journey through space and time on the civilization map with a lot of cats around you? You know, it is. T-Tube, good evening, sir. Now, if Hungary had a tank there, very different story. I know, right? The tank would have been very nice over here. Would have definitely done the damage. Also, Guernaros, bonsoir, monsieur, bienvenue. Sugarman, next bet. Yes, sir. Let's actually put up the prediction over here. We did have to talk a little bit about... Actually, no, we went through all of them. I think we went through all of them. So, who will win? On one side, we do have easy Katka. Easy game. On the other side, we do have Posel Za Pivas coming up on the right side of the screen over here. You guys have 30 minutes to actually get this prediction done right. And I gotta say, Persia already is benefiting from those warriors over there. Getting some promotions on them would be quite valuable. Now we do need to see how fast he's actually going to go towards his immortals here. It looks like he's putting that off, going for animal husbandry in one turn, not actually going for his immortals at the beginning. Well, I gotta say he doesn't have that much science at the moment, so he's going to need to make up for it. Guarnaroth already calling it out to CC to T-Tube. I mean, yeah, big T-Tube, big one. Big. Let me actually take a quick look over here on my. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's see what will happen over here on the city states. We do have 6 more turns to go until this era is going to end. A lot of the players are still getting their pantheons, they're still getting their third cities, positioning over their opponents, and we're going to need to see how they're going to try to get those advantages going from their districts and units in the upcoming era. Now, in the city state screen, we do have Volin, Lahore, and Rapa Nui coming up for military bonuses. We do have Hansa with the only bonus towards trade. La Venta with Jerusalem and Yerevan will be the ones providing the religious benefits. It looks like Hong Kong with Auckland will be the ones for industry. Auckland is here, and they already saw Auckland, by the way. It looks like that's the city off the coast, while Scabrous is getting his third city. We're going to need to see if he's going to be the one trying to seize Auckland as soon as possible. We got also Feds and Anshan providing the science bonuses in the game, and that's about it. Did I talk about Rapa Nui? I think I did talk about Rapa Nui, right? It's a single city state over here with culture, and that's exactly where Portugal should actually send his trade routes. Now we do have one continent, by the way, between England and Portugal is not gonna get red coated over here anytime soon. Lisbon going for a religion from the beginning of the game, with Stonehenge coming up in Lisbon, that city center, with Magnus also internals coming up, or a Magnus choice in the capital city. Doesn't look like he's gonna get those biggest gold numbers on his side, which is gonna be a problem. We only have him on 10 gold a turn over here. That is finishing up most of his harbors, and we do need to see how the gold will change afterwards. And now there is a possibility for him to actually discover Rapa Nui in the southwest here. He did not actually discover him yet. It would have been nice to actually get a galley going and see how and if he has a city state to get to. And now we do also need to see what kind of religion he's gonna go for with Stonehenge, and we're gonna come back to that. On Aztec, we do have him actually getting quite a few builders. Magnus Internals is gonna be the choice for him. He is between two opponents here. I guess I would say three opponents, because on the west side he does have Nader Shah as well to take care of. He does have to the south Boris Kabachuk to fight, and we do have these Eagle Warriors starting to get closer to the Polish borders. Moksha establishing in the city of Krakow. I do see Warsaw is finishing up those shrines, getting that faith going. He is already on 32 faith with 8 science and 12 culture. Fourth city also coming out from Vadia Queen. While he does have multiple tiles to improve here, he did choose to go for Stone Circles Pantheon, which actually just in the capital city he's gonna have 3 of these stone tiles to improve. More in the other cities over here, I see Teotihuacan got placed also next to the mountains, where he has access to bananas and the stone tiles to get some extra production in. I do not see him yet putting down encampments. I do see him going for commercials, which is usually the way to go, so you get the tempo going, especially since Poland is going to have a lot of flexibility in the next era with his monumentality. We're going to need to see if Boris here is going to be on point in actually getting his stats up. I gotta say, Boris reminds me of the character for... Oh, wait, there was an English... there was a British movie. What was it? Two Stocks and Battles or something like that? Two Lock, Stock and Smoking Battles, I believe it is, right? With Boris. Oh no, yeah, maybe that one. Anyway, maybe my memory is spotty on that one. Hagmatana blocked all good Hungarian frontline the cities. A risky play, but it's working out so far. MS Dolo, also good evening, sir. Hello. Hagmatana. Wait, Hagmatana. Hagmatana is Indonesia, right? No, not Indonesia, sorry. What was... Oh, this one, Hagmatana, right? This one. He blocked the cities of Hungary to the south. Yes, he blocked the river over here. And I'm very surprised Gordian didn't get settled on the other side of Mount Rema to benefit from that. Sure, I understand there's not that much food. He could have improved the wheat tile to get some more. And, of course, work these extra culture, extra science, and extra faith points. He's getting his commercials out for those extra trade routes. He did begin to connect the city of Hagmatana to his capital. Generating the pathway over there is going to be very important to resupply that with new forces. And as we can see over here, he's getting a builder in that city as well to start to improve those tiles. Hungary did put a little bit more pressure with these warriors on that city center, even though I don't actually believe they're going to be strong enough to take over the city by themselves. Snatch, yes. Bacon in your... Yes, that's what I was remembering. Exactly. Oh my god, yes. Yes, exactly, the Snatch one. Boris. Wasn't that the one with the gun, right? Oh my god. Yeah, Boris. The one... Oh man. Anyway, that movie, bro, so funny. I gotta say that director over there does have his own style of getting like a certain tempo that he explains everything. Pretty good, pretty good. It's quite funny. Government Plaza coming up from Tenochtitlan, improving the GCC of this commercial, getting it to a +5 bonus. We do have him with the ability to chop this tier tile to get another one from the capital city. He does need 4 pop over there to actually get that going, and I do see there is a builder ready for that. I do see he also settled the Government Plaza on an iron tile, so whenever he's gonna get bronze working, he's gonna start acquiring the iron points as well. We do have also Vadia Queen getting irrigation, so he starts improving some of his bananas for the extra gold. And since we are 2 turns away from getting this golden age, we do need to see if everybody is over the threshold. Yes, everybody is over the threshold. Dido was a little bit behind, but he got it, 19 out of 19. We do have him on 3 cities now. I would expect him to go for something like Ancestral Hall in this position, and we do need to see if that's going to be his choice. It does look like at the moment he doesn't have anybody to trade with externally, and he might be pressured a little bit by England. We do have England going for the 4th settler as well. He is trying to take care of that Phoenician scout from the north, and David Lynch is well, gonna get out of there, gonna need to get out of there. Finally, Liverpool got put on the east side. He does have an extra trade route from Newcastle upon Tyne, so extra bonuses over there in the eastern cities. Now we do have the religion on Lisbon, so let's see. Zen meditation with Defender of the Faith. Not bad to get an extra +3. Zen meditation, okay, sure. I guess he did spend a little bit of production to get Stonehenge. Now he is gonna get an extra point of amenity whenever he's gonna spread that religion to other cities. I gotta say, at the moment the religion is not spreading that fast. You can see it's converting in 22 turns. That's a long time, man. That is a long time. Well, the settler might actually pop and will help him tone down that population number. Let's see, Indonesia. Indonesia is on 7 and 18. It does look like he's pumping out another settler going for the north settle over here, even though he does have very good ones in the south also. I gotta say this sugar tile, for example, does have an interesting bonus. If only he would have had God of the Sea, it would have made so much sense here. But anyway, we do have him with a lot of gold being generated from these tiles. He's already on 24 gold a turn, and he didn't go for campuses as soon as possible. By the looks of it, in the tech side, he's barely going mining right now. He's gonna need to chop quite a few things over here, resources from his territory, the forest and the rainforest. While I do see he got his government plaza between the 2 cities, choosing to go for another wave of settlers before he's improving everything else. Now he's getting a decent amount of culture boost. He's gonna go for harbor, so we're gonna need to see him. There we go, put a harbor here, a harbor here. He's gonna get a strong bonus from both of them, especially with the government plaza next to and all of these resources. Now we do need to take a look also on the west side, how the situation is evolving over here. Aztec getting a few more eagle warriors. He's getting converted by his opponent here, and oh my god, I would have loved to see some crusade coming up from Boris. We do have those commercials starting to finish, and he's getting the markets. He did manage to chop down the deer tile here in Tenochtitlan, which makes sense. Actually, I think he has one more chop available with 27 production from that plot of land. He does also have a stone tile there, and I guess he could actually just move the builder, improve stone, and move this, chop deer, and get whatever he needs. I would actually suggest chopping unit out, because why not? We do have also on Hagmatana, let's actually see the pressure coming up from those 2 Hungarian units. Still the level 1 warrior in the city is giving that extra bonus to the garrison. There is an archer arriving on the scene as well, which is going to be much better suited to deal with the Hungarian warriors here from afar. We do have also government plaza coming up from Ashad, being put to the south here, not actually giving that many bonuses to the other cities, but he is at least going to get more bonuses towards that commercial. I'm quite curious how he's gonna try to play this out next up. He did manage to get the golden age here, and we do have Nader on pen, brush, and voice golden age 12 and 13. He still needs to finish quite a few commercials, and since he didn't go for Moksha first, well, it is what it is. We got boys coming in and girls. Atticus, hello there, sir, and good evening. How are you doing? Bonsoir, monsieur. Bonsoir tout le monde. Welcome to the games over here. We do have CivCIS qualifiers for the CWC. On one side, easy Katka, which means easy game, is gonna go against Posel Za Pivas, which means settlers for beers, because why not, right? You don't wanna, you get beer, I get settler. That makes sense, right? Aztec, thank you so much, sir, for the raid. Big man over here. I can't wait to actually see your games. By the way, I really hope we're gonna see some out of the box thinking over there, as you use that, as you how to say, got us used to. That's what I meant. A lot of the times actually, and I gotta say, a lot of the viewers over here already call you, and players already call you monasticos, because you did manage to make use of multiple strategies like that. The name means gun for beer. Wait, it does? Somebody on the stream says gun for beer, not settlers for beer. But anyway, maybe there's a mismatch of the meaning over there. MS Doll, are you sure? Are you sure, sir? Are you sure? Big shout out, by the way, to Aztecos. If you guys want, I know I actually rated his stream quite a few times, but if you did not get to see him, you should actually give him a follow and watch his games. A very good player from the CivFR community, and we are just waiting to see him in the CWC, what he's gonna do. Now we do need to take a look at also on Jadwiga. He did choose to go for the Monumentality Golden Age in the south of Aztec, and I do see at the moment he is trying to get Temenaki in the city of Lublin, getting a 4th and 5th and 6th settler coming up here quite soon, since he is making 53 faith a turn with extra advantages that he's getting from his shrines, from his also relics. He is gonna get a decent amount of builders both with this and maybe some settlers. Now he is gonna need to be careful with the war to the north. Montezuma is gonna try to be a bit more aggressive against him, and yes, he does have a 2 tile to go for, but maybe Aztec is not gonna care that much. We do have also Plumpie's Baker coming up here with Joe the Third on a pen brush and voice golden age on 3 cities, getting his 4th out, and I do see he is getting blocked by these guys to the north. I'm pretty sure Scabrous is saying, no, you cannot come on the same coast as me. This is my land, my seas. Go back. Well, we do have to see what he's gonna do here. Looks like Plumpie is taking care of the eastern side, and he does need to be careful to discover Rapa Nui, so he can send some externals to generate that extra gold in his empire. Only on 20 gold a turn is not that big. Also 38 production, again, not that big. And we do have quite a few the harbors coming out. He has a lot of jobs to go for, and we do need to see how the things will evolve here. Well, Posel is looks like Posel, but Posel actually means Poselena for settler on Russian. Oh, I see. Thank you so much, funny guy, for the explanation. If it was Posel, it would be gone for beer, and okay. Sorry, autocorrect is a pain. Yeah, autocorrect. I don't know why you guys are using autocorrect. I never had anything good coming out from autocorrect, by the way. It's like the first thing I do when I get a phone, you know. It's auto-corrected. No, delete that function. Like, let me write, bro. I can auto-correct myself, you know. Such a bad function. Such a bad function. Anyway, we do have Dido coming up here with pen brush and voice golden age as well. Still on 3 cities, going for his ancestral hall. He's starting to improve his resources. Got his government plaza in such a way that he's gonna beef up these campuses next to Byblos and the mountains. We do need to see how he's gonna fare against Aztec, and what is he gonna do with England in the southeast. Looks like England is gonna put another inner city. England, are you okay, my friend? I mean, you could have gone here, just get shipbuilding and sail away, man. Go and improve that coffee. Get a city on this. No, you don't want to. You wanna actually push Phoenicia here? Okay, sure. Well, it is what it is. They're trying to keep Phoenicia as contained as possible, and we're gonna need to see if Phoenicia is gonna jump on this. We got the God of the Sea also coming up as a Pantheon for Phoenicia. That means he's going to get an extra point of production on all of these tiles over here on the seas. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that could be improved. Not that big, I gotta say. He has more cities to settle in the north, and I gotta admit at this point Ancestral Hall doesn't make a lot of sense, especially since he's probably going to have 7 cities, and that's about it. He needs to be careful with how he's going to split the land with Boris as well. To the west side, there is a possibility for England to actually let go Poland, which is going to be an issue. We'll see a very strong units coming against the Polish nation, even if, yes, Poland will also have his own strong units over there, the Wing Hussars. We do have Vadia Quinn with a pen bash and voice golden, 11 science and 21 culture, getting his audience chamber going. He got his economy going with 31 gold a turn. Magnus in the capital, giving him that nice and juicy boost when it comes to his production and food, 51 and 42. We do need to see how he's going to try to get more stats up and try to smash through the Polish defenses. That is, the time is ticking to actually go against Poland, because otherwise, if the Wing Hussars come out, that's going to be mission failed. We got also Hungary coming up here with a pen bash and voice golden. She's gonna have a hard time defending. I mean, this is totally different Persia gameplay than we've seen being played out in the CivCIS squadrons. I gotta say, totally different meta. Totally different meta. Gets me at least one every stream. Kek W. Also, Alcohol Parrot. Hello there, sir. I gotta say, totally different meta on Persia, because like where the difference is, we usually see the players try to make use of the immortals. They do try to make use of something like initiation rites, to make use of not God of War and Plunder, what's the one, God of the Forge, so you get more production towards your units, and use the power of the immortals against their opponents. There was a very, 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 very strong possibility that Hungary would have died to the pressure of the immortals if there were 3 series coming up from Persia with 4, 5, 6 immortals from him and a general going against the Hungarian nation. It looks like he went a totally different pathway. I won't say it's bad, because of course we still need to see how he's gonna try to play this out. He's getting at the moment 16 science with 21 culture, definitely not bad. Keeping up above outside with 9 and 18, not to mention the production difference between them is quite big. So he is going to need to show us, Persia is going to need to show us exactly how he's going to try to play this. It looks like horses might actually be on the table over here to go and attack the units of Hungary and try to smash through the defenses and maybe take over a few cities. We do have also outside here with 30 gold a turn. He is getting 3 cities out. He's getting his markets out for those internal traders. I do see a 4th city is going to settle to the southwest, and he's going to get a 5th one from Debrecen soon. He did manage to get Goddess of the Hunt, I believe, by the looks of it. Yes, as a pantheon. He's getting extra gold from these ivory tiles, and that's going to matter quite a bit. Put a +4 campus over here for that extra science, and we do have his government Plaza with no specializing building of choice yet, but he is going to get an extra +3 campus from Esztergom in that city center. Now that will put him or help him get as close as possible to Petro's points from the north in the science screen. Yeah, we do have him also in the tech side going for masonry in 2 and games and rec in 1. I am not that convinced he has a classical unit. He has horses that he could get, yes, but I'm not that convinced he actually has the ability to go for horses or build a classical unit, I mean. Anyway, we do have also Victoria, Scabrous, with a horse barrel raiding coming up in 3 turns. He's getting more campuses over here, a +3, for example, from Newcastle upon Tyne. Gonna put another city towards Poland to the west side, which will open up 2 fronts, actually, one towards Poland, one towards Phoenicia. We do have him also on the east side with Portugal, and it looks like Portugal is not gonna take man, oh my god, he's not gonna take any kind of BS from his opponent. Scabrous is gonna need to understand Portugal is on his east side and he's coming closer to his capital city. We got Porto going for an encampment training project coming up in 3 turns here. He might actually get the builder to chop it or something. He did switch to a lighthouse. It looks like in the general screen, Poland was making a few points a turn, but he did move away. And we do have Portugal also getting the 5th setter on the 6 side. He got his 2, 4, 5, 6 and 7th settler coming up here soon. Unfortunately, in the south over here, he doesn't have a lot of yields. I gotta point this out. This is not a good city to settle, my sir. You should be over here somewhere, or even over here to the north if you really want those points. But anyway, You voted. Woohoo! Yeah. To be fair, Hungary is rather miserable this game. Yeah. But not that bad land. I gotta point out, not that bad land. He does have quite a few yields to go for. A bit unfortunate that he did not manage to take the city of Hagmatana earlier, and it is quite unfortunate that at the moment he's not building up a lot of units to help deal the damage against Persia. I gotta say he's extremely fortunate that Persia did not want to go with his immortals against him from an earlier stage. We might see them coming out now. Petro is 2 turns away from finishing his iron working over there, and we might see him hard build a few of these immortals and send them towards his opponent. Of course, at the moment he's more focusing on horses, and he only has one single warrior alive that he could upgrade into a immortal. These archers are going to be kind of squishy to the horses, and we do need to see if there's going to be any encampment being put down. Is this an encampment? No, this is a campus. Campus. Well, this warrior looks dead. Anyway, now let's take a look over on Indonesia. I think that's the only one that we didn't actually take a look at his golden age. Penbrush and Voice golden age coming up in this golden age. Let's actually take a look. Where is Indonesia? Indonesia. We got Mahachapahit going for Ancestral Hall. Has quite a few settlers in the south if he wants to go for. And I do see him started up on his lighthouses with Magnus in the capital city to get those internal trade routes. Lighthouses in Mataram as well. Did settle the city of Pima to the north. Has a few more cities if he wants to in the north as well. I gotta point out Indonesia with Hungary and allies, but it doesn't look like they're gonna get to trade with each other, unfortunately. Maybe later on in the game, if Hungary survives, he's gonna get a city on the cattle tile, so he can give some coastal trade routes to his ally here. POP Otahi settle could be a thing. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of production in that city center unless you had God of the Sea. Look at that. God of the Sea would have been amazing here. Unfortunately, he went for the extra culture, and at the moment he is on 12 and 24. It does look like, well, he's getting quite a few points coming up from Goddess of Festivals. We gotta see also how many warriors are gonna come out from the cities of Petro to get. Oh, there we go. There's the placement of the encampment from Passagarde. It's gonna take a little time to get there, and of course he does prefer to get the markets out so he can use these traders to improve the production of his other cities. He's already on 64 production, but I gotta point out Hungary did manage to get up in the production screen with 60 of his own, starting to get those internal traders working with Governor Magnus, and we do see him on 13 science and 15 science with 22 culture, while Petro is on 18 and 26. We got Plumpies getting a swordsman. Guarda. And there we go. Scabrous is being forced to actually get the horses out from Liverpool. He's actually chopping them down with the builders, getting his government plaza from London, while he is getting new traders to move over here and increase those points. Also making the connection towards Bradford. I gotta say, this was quite... I would say quite in the face of his opponent here. Also, I do want to take a look at the possibilities of Hungary to levy city-states and try to put some pressure on his opponents. No city-state can pressure Persia here. Maybe he can pressure Portugal a little bit from Jerusalem. Yeah, Porto might actually be in quite a bit of danger. We do need to see if he's actually going to get that memo, and he's going to know that Jerusalem is up for the grabs. We do have Auckland also with Indonesian money going in 5 turns. That's actually going to be very helpful. And imagine that he would have had 2 points of extra production, going to 3 points of extra production if he had God of the Sea. I'm sorry, I'm so used to seeing God of the Sea on Indonesia that I never thought somebody's going to go different. Persia can play with strategies to get a lot of immortals. Yeah. Well, let's see how this is gonna go. An immortal is gonna pop next turn from Hagmatana. Looks like Persia did manage to push back the Hungarian troops, while we do have warriors coming up from Hungary as well. At the moment, Hungary doesn't have an encampment of his own, but he did manage to get a lot of economy going, and he's getting his stats up. Not bad. Still doesn't have the same strength in his armies as his opponent here. And looking at the tech side here, he's 1 turn away from getting iron working. I do have to point out Petro is also 3 turns away from getting apprenticeship, getting an extra point of production on each of these mines. I gotta say he doesn't have that many. I see 1 mine, 2 mines, 3 mines, okay, 4 mines. Okay, he's gonna get 4 points. Okay, sure. 4 points here, it's 4 points. We got the Pasagarde finishing up that encampment in 1 turn, and usually the players do try to couple the card that gives you the 2 points for generals, so you can actually get the faster general with only 1 project instead of 2 projects. We got Hermatana also switching away to build a campus. It does look like Petro is not really in a war mode here. He more wants to deploy the horses and not actually benefit from the immortals at the moment, which would have been quite impactful on the Hungarian troops. I gotta say, these are doing amazing amount of damage against the archers, especially from afar. Mashad is gonna go for a 5th settler, the 6th settler actually. The 5th one is already up on the east side, which I really hope he's actually going to get to the southwest. He might have been a little bit cautious to settle a city to the northwest of Mount Rema just because he didn't have visibility over there. Now he does have a slinger trying to get the visibility on all of these tiles, so he's not being surprised by any opponent's units. Okay, there we go. There we go. Immortals. Let's go. Moksha establishing Hamatana as well for the extra culture. He does have Magnus in the city of Mashhad, which, well, we do see Magnus over here also on Buddha. We start to see those merchants getting picked up, and it looks like they went very quickly through the first ones. Persia did manage to get Zanki and the extra trade out capacity, and of course the 2 gold for both cities on the externals, which at the moment he's not actually making use of. We don't have any Hypatia takers. It looks like in the scientist screen Euclid is going to be the first one, and by the looks of it, Buriga is going to be the first general. Portugal making 1 point, and that's about it. Poland just wanted to get expansions faster rather than anything else. Also looking to take on Fez. That's an extra city that Poland is going to benefit from, and I gotta say, this looks like a good city here. It's going to need a lot of improvements with the lumber mills in this forest to actually make it work. Doesn't have a lot of hills, but still, you know, it's a city. We got him putting down his campus in the capital city of Krakow. He's going to have a 2-point campus. He does have Warsaw. Oh, he did go for Earth Goddess. This looks like Earth Goddess place. He did finish at Temenaki for some extra points in science. And looks like Fez is going to die quite quickly over here to the Polish horses. Okay, not bad, not bad. We also have at the moment Aztec not really putting as much pressure on his opponent as we would like to. He is trying to keep away from Phoenicia from actually settling in his face over here, and I do see he's starting to pump out horses. I gotta point out, Aztec has an advantage to production towards melee units, not cav units, and most of the time I've seen a lot of players actually missing this, as in they did get so used to go for horses for calves that they totally forget about this bonus over here, the 50% production towards land melee units. Pretty good. We also have Temple of Artemis finished in Tenochtitlan, giving him not only housing but also food and amenities from the improved some of the improved resources, especially the camps, the pastures, and the plantations in the 4-tile radius of Temple of Artemis, depending on where the city center is. There is a possibility also for him to try to stay on the coast. He could settle a cattle city over here, no problems. It doesn't look like Poland is actually going to make a lot of units there. Let's see. Okay, Immortal goes in to the south. He's meeting a swordsman on the battlefield, and they're starting to shake heads against each other, trying to roar in the forest, so they get out of their way. Well, we do have some archers also coming on the way. We do have these Persian units also trying to get into the city of Bura and do some more damage. We do have archers coming up from the cities of Hungary, so he gets some defenses bonuses up. He's very concerned about his ability to get the science up, and it does look like at the moment outside is going to want to finish this campus over here. He did finish Estergom's campus as well, that +3, and wanted to try to get to the library, but just didn't have enough time. We do have audience chamber coming up from Mashhad as well, 2-turn encampment training project in Pasagarde. Still, Persia is not plugging in the card for 2 extra general points, which will require him to get a second project over here from Pasagarde. 5 forces versus a CS. Yes, I think he's really respecting Fez over here. Really. Okay, never mind. He actually moved away. He might try to go against Bradford this time. And I gotta say, look at how Vadia Queen is trying to stop Phoenicia from setting on him. Well, it does look like these archers are gonna take care of that Eagle Warrior. Okay, Ancestral Hall finished on David Lynch. We do have him with a 245 cities. He did settle a city to the south of his capital here. We're gonna try to get another one to the northwest, and he does have multiple cities that he could keep on settling to the north. Gonna take him a while to get there. Looks like he's pumping out quite a few builders. We will see feudalism builders soon coming up here. He just discovered it, and I do see Zhao III is also on that side of the civic tree. Vadia Queen is going to get Pingala in Teotihuacan, Liang in Azcapotzalco for the extra points of defense over here on that floodable terrain. And we gotta see what's happening here. Looks like Portugal is actually fighting England with all of his might and power, trying to get an encampment training project, while England at the moment doesn't have an encampment. He's building one in Newcastle upon Tyne. It is going to be towards Phoenicia and towards Poland, which I gotta say he is actually risking a lot over here. Putting Bradford in such a close proximity to his opponents is asking for trouble. I understand he wanted to get a positioning on his opponent, but man, that's asking for trouble. We do have also some admirals starting to come up from the English capital. 10 great admiral points at 10. We got Indonesia on 4.6, Phoenicia on 6, Portugal on 6, and that's about it. They're gonna need to try to acquire quite a few of them. Gaius Julius here also. Very nice, very nice. I do see more traders are coming up from Lisbon. And did he meet Rapa Nui yet? No, this is still on internals. 26 gold a turn coming up from Plumpie's Baker. We do have Petro on 43, Boris is on 4, while David is on 34. On the other side, the economy does look much better with Hungary on 57 gold. We got Vadia Queen on 43, WinxPan something 45, and Scabrous is on 11. Scabrous did go two inland cities over here, so he's not benefiting from Royal Navy dockyards. And even though he did have this peninsula to the north, he did not get it. Auckland, wait a second, did that money move away? David Lynch got it. Woo-wee. Okay, David Lynch, not bad, not bad. Phoenicia got the extra production there, and he's gonna benefit from. Oh, look at these tiles that actually Indonesia could have benefited from. 441 tiles, 333s over here coming up from the cities of Phoenicia. Very nice, very nice. Game change for Portugal. Gumball Z, good evening, sir. Is that Kumasi on Portugal Sea? Yes, Rapa Nui. It's Rapa Nui, but he never scouted. He never built a boat, man. He has like a builder coming up here, and maybe he's gonna see it. Oh, he sees it. Okay, he sees it. Like, oh, I see what it is. Rapa Nui actually got a galley next to Ciudad de Vela. An unmet city-state has been defeated. Fez is out of the game. Let's see, Tatabania to the south over here. Looks like there's a line of units from Hungary stopping these immortals from pushing forward. More immortals are coming up on the scene, and I guess this is not an overwhelming army. We do need to see how fast Persia is going to manage to get that general. Portugal is 2 points out, and it doesn't look like... wait, he didn't get... Did he move away from getting a general? Where are his points? He never finished. Wasn't this one turn away? He never finished the project? Okay, I'm quite confused right now. I'm pretty sure I saw him finishing up that project there. I don't know. Maybe he moved away last second. Last moving project. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. I like how the composition of the military of Hungary is being deployed over here with stronger units in front, with the archers behind, so they can start shooting. Unfortunately, Persia's armies are not benefiting from a lot of immortals, so they do have a hard time reaching these archers. Usually that's one of the strengths of the Persian immortals. You can shoot above these swordsmen and take out the units behind them. Now, he would need a lot more immortals if he wanted to go for an offense here, and yeah, there we go. There's the project here in Pasargade. Now, fertility rights also a pantheon for Persia. I don't think I mentioned that. And we do have England with God of War and Plunder, and it looks like he's deploying a few horses to the southwest towards Hong Kong, while he's gonna meet the horses of Poland on the battlefield. And now Poland did manage to settle the city of Sachs and got the feds in his territory. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cities coming up from Poland with a decent amount of face generation to actually get a lot of builders here. He is probably already on feudalism. He does have 6 church builders. Whoa. Oh, that's a builder coming up from Liang City. That's why I was thinking, well, maybe he did manage to get pyramid somewhere, but we did not see it. Well, it is what it is. And we do have theater squares also coming up from Zakopotsalkov. Vadia Queen is starting to lose the tempo against his opponent here. Poland is already on 40 science and the 39 culture, while we do have Vadia Queen on 15 and 35. 77 production also coming up from Aztec. He did wait a little bit to get all of his districts done, and of course his government plots are with audience, but now he's pumping out the next wave of settlers. We do need to see if what he has been planning is going to give him the bonuses he's looking for. We do still have Phoenicia somehow actually fighting these eagle warriors, which do look like they do have less and less HP over here to withstand the power of these archers of Phoenicia. There is a settler moving towards the north that does want to settle as soon as possible, while that eagle warrior is probably going to die this turn, and we do need to see if Phoenicia is going to manage to deal with the horse as well. We do have a few granaries coming out from Byblos, which actually is surprising. He already had Lighthouse there, so he probably had a decent amount of boosts. Well, Ancestral Hall actually, Ancestral Hall Gaming, that's why. Now we do have actually Ugarit starting to get more Cothons, and on the east side England is starting to put a few builders on the map so he can improve his territory. I do also notice he got a great path pre-placed in Bradford, but he did move away to actually start recruiting some of those horses. Pillaged. Oh, I see. Wait, did I just notice? Wait a second. Yeah, Pembrasian voice. How did he move? Oh, it was a stone tile. I was thinking he moved onto a forest and chopped that, and I was like, what? Pikachu? Did England actually go for monumentality? What's happening right now? But anyway, that's not the case. We do have Scabrous actually getting pressured from the east side by Plumpie's Baker. There is a general over here on Plumpie's to actually get that extra +5 on the source one. It looks like the horses are strong enough to actually withstand the powers of their opponents. Any camel training projects are coming out from Liverpool to equal that advantage out. Persia is 1 point away from recruiting this general, while England is making 6 regional points a turn. He's going to finish that project soon and going to get this general. Wait, 6. Oh my god. Okay, 1 in camel, 2 in camels. 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, go. Thundorius, good evening, sir. I was curious about your thoughts on Portugal's navigation school and what did BBG do to it. Also, if in chat, humans have thoughts. I like it in the base game, although they are awkward to build, kind of in the way of some timings. Yes, I do like the navigation schools. I don't have that many thoughts about its its other things. Like it's usually you do see it pretty good advantage to the nation, to the Portugal nation, +1 science for every 2 coast or lake tile cities, and you do get the 25 production on naval units. Usually that's a big advantage when it comes to pumping out the navy. Let me actually take a look at the navigation school from the base game, because that's something that I don't remember. Civ6. Give me a second. +1 science for, no, it's the same. +1 great timer point. Oh, it had a +4 science base. I think that's the change, right? So no, this one actually has a +4 science base as well. +1 housing, +1 scientist points turn and admiral points. Envoys, wait, +2 science for each scientific city state with 6 envoys. Oh yeah, that's the bonus, never mind. Was there a change here? I don't see an easy change. I don't think it got changed. It's the same. I mean, unless you are talking Fetorias. Yeah, Fetorias did get changed. Or I should say the ability of the nows to build Fetorias did get changed from 1 to 2. Oh, the +1 science per specialties got changed. Good evening, sir. I didn't notice. I didn't look at the specialists. But anyway. Oh. Anyway, let's actually see what's following up over here between Persia and Hungary. It looks like Persia did get pushed back, and this is a bit of a problem for Persia. I gotta say, it looks like at the moment Hungary is outsimming his opponent from the north, which is quite impressive, as in quite unusual. I would say not impressive. We do have Petro did manage to get a general here, could not actually manage to push through the Hungarian defenses, even though he does have the stronger units, especially with the immortals. We do have multiple markets coming up from his cities, and he did manage to put new commercials and campuses down. He's going to try to get the same going, while at the moment is also focusing on getting those pre-built builders for the feudalism timing. Now he's going to need to make up for his science disadvantage over here with only 27. It's a bit of a big bada boom. We do have him with unfortunately a bit of a lack of food here in his cities, and he would definitely require to improve that fish style to get some extra food going. Yeah, we do have some horses also coming up from Pasacate. He's plugging in Pingala for the extra science bonus, and he doesn't have mountains to easily get points in his campuses. He's gonna make do with what he has right now. The city of Buda, for example, will have a +5 campus next to it between the government plaza and the geothermal fissure, and it does seem like Hungary is gonna manage to get the correct technologies to defend against the immortals. The time of the immortals is gone. There is no more chance to see 10, 12, 13, 15, 20 mortals on the map to smash through the Hungarian cities. It looks like he did not want to go into his opponent like that, and Hungary is gonna survive. That actually begs the question if we're gonna have a levy on Auckland. Wait, this is from Auckland? This is from Hansa. Hansa got levied over here, and he's gonna start smashing through the Auckland defenses, trying to take that advantage away from Dido. Not bad. We do have 9 more turns to go until the medieval era, and yes, taking away production from Dido is going to be important. We do have 39 science for Dido, 46 culture. He is next to England, while England is getting smashed. Bradford might go down. We do have Boris getting in with 2 generals against his opponent here. Bradford is trying to get a spearman. Looks like at the same time we do have Portugal pushing through the defenses of England from the east. He's definitely going to need stronger units, maybe archer units, to actually help out deal the damage against the English swordsman and the horses. London is going to finish audience chamber here. We do have more horses. Get the general, Boris, you can do this. We got Bradford getting attacked, and with the help of the Phoenician archer, those Polish horses do manage to go through the English territory, take the first city away from England, while there is no response coming up from the north of Kabachok. Poland is not going to have a problem with Aztec here. It looks like Aztec has his own priorities. He's going to try to get era score for the next age, and I do see him putting down the hanging gardens here from Chempoala, trying to get an encampment going, positioning against Phoenicia, and of course we do need to see if he's going to manage to actually pressure his opponent through the rivers and the 2-tile chokes. Two left sand channel asking any Ukrainians in, does anybody know? I do not know, sir. I'm sorry. Also Thadorios, yeah, but do not work with frigate timings for one build. I mean, it doesn't really matter if it, if you get them before the timings. It does matter in the late game more than the earlier game, because usually when you do get frigates or stuff like, cannibals, you want to pre-build more than you want to hard build on your units, and the timing that actually matters when it comes to the hard builds is usually the timing that matters for like ironclads, destroyers, battleships, or like later on technologies. And by that time, to even get to those technologies, you need the navigation schools. Poland is getting huge, yeah. Very, very big. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cities coming up from Poland here, getting his CivCIS. These are the replacement markets, and we do need to see if he's going to couple his economy at some point with Phoenicia. I'm pretty sure he is still going to need to build a lot of these traders to actually get that economy going. Looking at Boris, he's on 14 gold, a 10 with 55 science and 47 culture. We do have him also. I guess we got Scabrous. We got Hong Kong even fighting England over here from the west side. Scabrous did try to make a line of horses to defend his cities. Newcastle upon Tyne is trying to get an encampment training project. There is no more general for his units, for his horses at the moment. These new general types will give bonuses to medieval and Renaissance units. The horses are classical, so are the swordsmen. So he's gonna need to go for castles so he can upgrade into coursers, or try to go for what was that, military something training, tactics, military tactics. Oh wait, not this. Here I did open up the correct one. Military tactics, there we go. 4 men-at-arms. Boris is Kabachok. Yes, Boris is Kabachok. Tizui, good evening, sir. Hello, hello. Okay, we do have Plumpie's Baker building a few more of these swordsmen. I do see he's plugging in Pingala over here in the city of Porto, while getting a campus over there in Fort. And he's going to get this one over here, a +3. Not bad, actually, between the encampment and the reef tile and, of course, the harbor. While it does seem like Hungary is going to have a hard time actually pushing through the defenses of Auckland. We do have 4 of these swordsmen with the extra advantages of damage against their opponents here, with Oligarch with the +3. Wait, does he have the +3? Yeah, he does, from the even King Trent. We do have also WinxPan on Gitarja, getting quite big, 2, 4, 6, 8 cities, and it does look like he's gonna put a few more cities to the south. I'm quite actually impressed he restrained himself from getting one on Pio Pio Tahi. It does look like he's also going for more campuses here. Oracle coming up in Majapahit in 7 turns, and I do see he's getting this +3 campus in the north, while he is putting down a few commercials in the inner cities. He has a big forest fire to the south of Bogor, which might actually giving so many bonuses. Already he's working these 3 improved fertility tiles over here with the 3 bonuses on the city of Bogor. Very nice, very nice. 5-6 turns until Hussars. Well, that's gonna be a massive problem. Divine Right. Wait, Jadwiga's timings on Hussars got changed, if I remember correctly. You do get them at Reformed Church. You don't get them at Divine Right. Isn't that true? Let me see. Hussars. Reformed Church. There we go. I'm not sure if it's 5-6 turns. He's on 48 culture, 61 science. He's getting there. It's still 5 to 6 turns, still Hussars. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's close. It's very close. Yeah, it's very close. Hussars are going to manage to do quite a bit of damage here. He only has 86 of faith a turn. He's getting more campuses going, and I do see he's not actually caring about the north at all, actually. He doesn't even have a single classical unit over here to defend his capital city of Krakow. We do have more temples coming up for him, giving him more space to get those relics in, or even more faith per turn. He did manage to go for reliquaries, right, if I remember correctly. And did he get the second bonus? Pilgrimage for the extra faith that he's getting from converted cities. We might actually see him try to convert his opponents, his ally cities over here, Phoenicia, so he can get some more faith per turn. Not bad, especially when they do manage to get those Hussars going. There is quite a bit of a difference between the two teams when it comes to production. We got 133 on Petro. Boris is 192 with the most production in the game. Plumpie Baker is Plumpie's Baker is on 105, and David is on 149. Vadia on the other side on Montezuma is on the 123, outside 104, Scabrous on 76, and Wings on 113. Does look like over here Indonesia is paying the price for not having that production going. We'll see. England did manage to push back a little bit these Portuguese armies, and it looks like he's not managing to do enough damage against the English forces to take them out entirely. We might see a first move coming out here to try to do the last remaining damage on the horse, which I'm pretty sure is going to be responded to. We're going to need to see the trades over here going on. There we go. We got that taken care of. Now these swordsmen are going to be relatively weak over here, and I'm pretty sure England can do the damage against them if he wants to. More units are appearing from Poland to go against Newcastle upon Tyne. Both of them do have generals, but no, El Cid actually is on the battlefield, and that's not gonna give the bonuses to these horses. You can actually see it over here in the bottom right screen. That horse is not benefiting from an advantage there. We do need to see the follow-up from Boris against his opponent. He is starting to prefer to get Sukianices out and follow up with more traders. We do have him getting some theater squares as well, while he is on 50, 67 science and 52 culture. He did finish Defy, right? So he's going to switch into Monarchy here soon enough. We got 5 more turns until the next Golden Age, and the players will want to get the points for them. We got Colosseum also started up from Tenochtitlan. I do see pyramids in Tenayuca for Aztec, while Nader is on 46 out of 52 points, needs 6 more points to get there. Jadwiga is 64 out of 53. Plumpie's Baker is on 48 out of 54. We got David on 55 out of 49. Vedia Queen is 61-65, needs 4 points. Outside is over the threshold. No, he actually needs 11 more points to get here, and it looks like, oh my god, he's pushing Persia. Oh my god. Now this is gonna be awkward. Awkward. Well, we do have a naked settler coming up around here. Yeah, he might actually want to settle a waypoint for that settler and shift it out of the way of the Persian horse. That Persian horse can be deleted by these horses coming up from the Hungarian cities. We're going to need to see how this is going to evolve here, but it does look like Hungary is outside Hungary is managing to stay ahead of Nader Shah's Persia. We do have let's see, era score. Scabrous going for Dark Age, 45 out of 48 points. Quite a bit of points for him to acquire to get to the Golden Age, while Winx is going to be on 52 out of 61. Does also look like he's going to require 9 points to get there, a bit too much. Wait, hello? Go back. There we go. Well, that horse is dead. Doomed. Doomed. Well, there's a level 2 immortal here that still is doing some shots, and oh my god, this is definitely not how I was expecting Persia to play this. We do need to take a look. Oh, Harbor's coming up finally from Indonesia's capital city. He's gonna get a bit more of an economy here. With he does have 69 gold per turn. He did improve a lot of his plantations to get some gold in, but never got amazing harbors. Let's see, Portugal will need a lot more units, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna need something like crossbows to keep pushing into England's territory. I think that wasn't actually that big of an issue for him. He just wanted to force England to build up a defense on the east side and not really care about what's going on. I'm pretty sure the follow-up attack from Poland will be the one that might actually decide this game. We got Boris going for monarchy. We do have Kabachok over here going for mercenaries in 2 turns, and it looks like Grandmaster Chapel is coming up from his capital city in 3, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna choose to go for Pen, Brush and Voice in the next era. So 4 more turns until the next era. Pen, Brush and Voice in the next one will allow him to bank up on this faith and use it for his units for those wing hussars. I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna pre-build quite a few of these wing hussars so he can upgrade them right in the face of his opponent's cities. We do have David Lynch on 57 gold a turn. Portugal is 69. We got Boris on 53 and Petro on 83. Maybe that is the reason that Petro actually did not go against his opponent over here, to try to get as strong as an economy as possible so he can fund the war with the wing hussars against England. Yeah, those are a lot of traders. Persia is yeah, full of traders here. 2, 4, 6, 7 traders coming out from his cities. Let's actually take a look at the great people. In the scientist screen, we did have Dido picking up Hypatia. I do see Montezuma did manage to get another great merchant, and Hungary did manage to get another great merchant with trade route capacity. Okay. Now we do have actually nobody going for we don't have anybody going for engineers in the merchant screen. Persia is on 9, Aztec is on 9.2, Hungary 9. Okay, so they're kind of equal tied right there. No, not that many people making theaters. I only see 2.3 great points a 10 from Aztec and 2 points from Persia, 1 point from Phoenicia, and that's about it. Okay, Nader Shah securing his Golden Age with 53 points out of 52, starting to build a few more immortals here. Intelligence agency coming up from Mashhad, while he is getting a few more settlers out. It's been a while since we've seen an Irel with England. Yeah. Stop it, is still banging on that expression over there. It's Irel Scabrous. Well, Man, he did manage to build a line of defense over here against the danger of Poland, which I gotta say, this is not the dangerous part of Poland. The next one is gonna come soon. Boris, okay, did get that. I see Joe the third still needs 1 point to get the golden age. He has 3 turns to finish that. Dido did manage to get the golden age points. Montezuma 4 points away. 4 points away. Montezuma, wasn't he building Colosseum? Oh, he needs a chop. He has a builder here. He can actually chop it with the forest to the north. Okay, should be fine. Thank you so much for the follow, sir. Predicted it from turn 0. Yeah. He did say it. I gotta admit, Stoppy over here did say it. And we got Panics coming out from Chalco. Looks like everybody's switching to this next golden. Scabrous going dark here, 47 out of 49. Very hard to actually get a golden age with 4 cities, with armies banging on the doorstep from your western borders as well as your eastern borders. Didn't manage to actually get cities over here in the peninsula to the south of Auckland, but it does look like Auckland is coming in victorious against the Hungarian troops levied from Hansa. Unbelievable, man. Auckland MVP in this game. We do have finally the levied units of Jerusalem that might actually go against Porto. Putting the pressure on his opponent is going to be very important over here, and since nobody's putting the pressure on Hungary, well, that is a problem. That is exactly what's happening here. Hungary is the one putting the pressure on Persia. He's putting the pressure on Portugal. He's putting pressure on Auckland, going everywhere he can. We got also Winx, 5 points out from getting a golden age here. He is getting horses. I do see a theater square, but that's only a +2. We got another campus, but that he already got a +3. Oh my god, another forest fire. Oh my god, look at this coffee. That is amazing. That is amazing, guys. I really like this. He can get city. I'm actually surprised Portugal didn't get a city there. Oh my god, man, that forest fire. And it keeps on going, man. It keeps on going. The forest that never sleeps. Okay, 2 more turns until the next golden age, but we need to see Poland over here switching to his reform church and trying to get that as soon as possible so he can get those wing hussars going against his opponent. Also, when is he gonna start getting the pre-builds? Looks like he's getting quite a bit of campuses over here, and did start to get projects. That's an encampment training projects. He really wants a general to secure one of these next generals for his wing hussars. The Renaissance giving bonuses ones. I see the library is coming into his cities, and it looks like he's gonna pop over 100 science pretty quickly here with 85 science and 59 culture. If he's gonna switch into a pen brush and voice, he's gonna get an extra 2 culture points and 1 gold from each of his districts. You can imagine that can actually amount to quite a bit. We do have Krakow coming up with an entertainment complex over here. That Colosseum is gonna finish in Tenochtitlan next time. I'm pretty sure Aztec is gonna get to chop it out. Now we do have theater squares and diplomatic quarters coming out from David Lynch as well, and by the looks of it, he's gonna manage to get cities out to the north. We got outside, found a goodie hut and received a relic. Oh my god, 2 relics on the other team rather than Jadwiga's team. It is what it is, man. That's what you get. We got 4 unrealistic coming out from Tyre as well. No more damages being done over here between the Polish armies and the English armies. This is a stalemate, a proper DMZ coming up here between them. Colosseum just got chopped in Tenochtitlan, giving extra points from happiness over here into his cities. He's in an ecstatic point, and he's gonna get quite a few extra production points. We do have Adia Queen on 163, still not matching the production power of Jadwiga's empire. 223 production and 105 faith attain. We got arenas coming up from Krakow, one turn away from getting that Human training project. The Plumpie's Baker is starting to put down industrial zones in a few of his cities. No, that's not Plumpie Baker. I know that's actually Statue of Zeus. Where is the industrial zone I saw? I definitely saw an industrial zone somewhere. Okay, never mind. Hungary pushing in, trying to put the pressure on Portugal here. There are a few archers benefiting from the +3, and they are doing quite a bit of damage against Portugal, especially since he's forced to retreat some units from the front line. And the general, I gotta say, there is a privateer over here defending the city of Porto, which is gonna have more than enough damage to deal with the archers. The units never got upgraded here by Hungary in the city of Jerusalem. Maybe he didn't have the gold, maybe he didn't have the will. He just wanted to put a bit of pressure on his opponent and pillage a few tiles. He did manage to pillage 2 tiles, 3 tiles actually, so still it's good. Sai 96, good evening sir. We need Chicanitza. Oh my god, Chicanitza, bro. Look at these tiles, man. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. This is so good. Amazing. Objectives, good evening sir. Yeah, this is one of the strongest Polons I've seen in a while. Did they get relic? No, they did not actually. Kick. Yeah. I'm still waiting on him clicking on divine, how to say, Reformed Church, by the way. Kills in 2 turns. Okay, he's going there. He's going there. He going. He gonna get there when he gets there. So he needs to get, where is it? Here, right? He needs to get here. He needs guilds and he needs Reformed Church. That is Mr. Kabachok on Poland, the best player in this lobby. Well, he is a good player, a very good player. Also, Mamaleto, good evening, sir. I know Oracle in Plaza City. Well, it is what it is, man. What is it? Here, right? Oracle, yeah, in the Governor Magnus City. Unfortunately, where does he have Pingala? Does he even have Pingala? There's no Pingala. No Pingala. Where Pingala, my man? My man. A bit unoptimized over here, I would say. Oh well, min-maxing, bro. Min-maxing. You gotta do the min-maxing. You know, we do have Boris managing to get 128 science, 111 culture. He did switch to Pen Brush and Voice Golden Age, and now he's matching his science with his culture points. We do have Nader Shaw on 78 and 81. Did keep his Pen Brush and Voice Golden Age, and now he is actually managing to seem ahead of Matthias Corvinus, using those extra production points to keep being ahead. We do have also Jao the Third with 49 and 26. Unfortunately, well, he's not gonna get that big during this game. He's trying to put more cities, trying to get those trade routes going. And I do see he's getting a holy site. Oh my god, no. Anyway, now we do have him with the ability to send those traders to Rapa Nui. Looks like he is sending a settler out in the world, in the open, to discover the 7 seas and make save his nation, save his population from the English encroaching armies, which, I mean, it doesn't look like that's actually gonna happen. I find it extremely likely that Boris, the Kabachok, is gonna manage to punch through the English defenses over here with his wing hussars. Let's actually see on Scabrous, 38 science with 26 culture. We do have Victoria in a Dark Age, Matthias Corvinus, Pen Brush and Voice Golden Age, Montezuma, Free Inquiry Golden Age this time, and Wings is in a Pen Brush and Voice. So, we got 2 minutes of a pause here. We're gonna vote in the World Congress. Let me actually connect with Sue and see what we're gonna get to vote. Good evening. Let me actually take a look over here. I'm slot 2, so I'm gonna get this going. I go B, U, recon U. Okay, so 2 minutes, guys. We're gonna come back. Boom, 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 boom. Holy site is to serve his religion. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But unfortunately, that's actually going to take away one district slot from his capital city over here, which could have been more culture theater square. That might actually hurt him in the long term more than he helps it. We do have Poland coming up over here with, let's see, tech side, medieval fairs. Actually, he's not clicking on that reform church as quickly as we thought. We do have some knights being put into the production queue, so he's going to probably wait for this pre-build to actually go against his opponent. It looks like Teotihuacan is going for Statue of Zeus to help out with the defense in the south. We do have Gitarja getting the not growing via culture. Looks like light calves getting a +5 here, the horses. And we do have a chosen player getting 5 diplo points on Jadwiga. Jadwiga could try to get going. Oh, wait a second. I'm getting emailed over here. Wow. Oh, wow. Trying to get those free spearmen and free archers, not to mention well, a battery ram that he's never gonna use. And I gotta point out he is gonna need to put up a defense against these Polish units. We do need to see if Poland over here, oh, there we go. So he put the production in the queues for knights, and he's starting to buy out the heavy chariots with his faith generation. He bought 4 of them, and by the looks of it, he's following up with more universities, so he gets his science up. We do need to see how the science numbers will change between them. It does look like both Phoenicia and Jadwiga are going to be quite high in the science compared to Scabrous, 36 and 26. And we do have Nicaman coming up from Bristol, and Scabrous is definitely trying to bunker down his armies. He did get an extra +5 on his unit, and now we do have a few Polish courses getting upgraded. These Polish courses do have an extra +5, while yes, they might actually do quite a bit of damage against the English nation. In the tech side, we do have Scabrous barely getting to construction and mercenaries in 3 turns. He's gonna have a hard time actually matching out his opponent's technologies. The mistake he did was he built a holy site in his window, which would have been useful if you put it close to a forest or for the Malahoy with motion. Yes, I think Mahabodhi Temple is actually going to be on Poland, to be honest. He did get the diplo points, and we do not see it yet, even though we're going to need to see if he's going to try to get it. I think this might be actually a game finished with domination victory or a CC rather than an actual victory condition. We do have Indonesia trying to get his science up, but also in the yield stamp 67 with 83. He did go for a second pen Russian voice Golden-ish, getting theater squares out, and still did not switch the city of Machapahit's Governor Magnus for some externals here, so he can actually get to make the best use out of Oracle. In the capital city, he's benefiting from campus, and that's it. Campus and harbor. Okay. Now we do have also Hungary getting these black armies on the battlefield here. He's gonna actually do a little bit of damage. Actually, no, he's tickling the cities of the units of Persia. Okay, not that big. He doesn't have a general, so yeah, he's gonna have a lot of defense, but he can't really push into these units of Persia, especially now that with the extra +5 activated. Persia even didn't settle that Mount Rorema over here to the west side, which I gotta say, sure, I understand he doesn't have a lot of food. Could have gotten a few farms. Mars? Why am I thinking of Mars? Oh yeah, I know why I'm thinking. Did you guys watch The Expanse, by the way? I'm going through the series again, and like, whoa, that movie is so catchy, bro. We got intelligence agency coming up from Mashar. I do see multiple libraries getting in here, and Nader might actually try to push outside a little bit. We're going to need to see if outside is going to manage to get the correct technologies to defend himself. It does look like that. It does seem like also he did manage to get a few more settlers to the southwest, with still no externals yet to be seen. Gonna get to share Indonesia's Pio Tahi. Not bad, getting some extra culture points is gonna help him out a little bit. We got Trung Trak over here helping out Persia. Wait, did Poland get a general? Wing Hussars. Wait, he did actually get that. We missed it, but he did manage to get Wing Hussars. Never mind. Now, these Wing Hussars are 83 strength against the units of England. It does look like it's going to be an easy push for England in the next wave. Yes, he's pushing first with the coursers and trying to do as much damage as possible. We do have Timur coming up for Poland as a great general, and these Wing Hussars are going to start moving to the front line. He's going to need to spend some more of these phase points on the units, and we're going to need to see him. Well, honestly, I was expecting him to get another wave of pre-builds. Only 4 Wing Hussars for his opponent. Looks like he's not respecting Scabrous that much, I gotta say. Expanse, mind blown. I know, right? It's such a good series. I mean, honestly, it's so hard for any other series to match that. I understand from a friend of mine that he, one that read the books of, how to say, Ender's Game, the Ender's Game series, and he said the Expanse does seem like it's very close to the universe portrayed in the Ender's Game, but after the war, like after that, in the movie, which is kind of interesting because there were a lot of series there. Yeah, the Expanse is awesome. Watched it twice, and now going through the books, it's been many years since I discovered something so amazing. I know, right? I don't know why they stopped it. Like, why would they stop such a good series, man? Oh man, let's go. Like 3 series, like in Stargate. You just keep on going, man. We keep on going with the content. The public wants it. The public needs it. Feed us the Expanse. It was getting kind of crazy at the end, though. I gotta admit this. Like in the last series, it was getting kind of crazy. I still didn't get the my questions answered there. Anyway, it is what it is. We do have a few more horses coming around for the defensive screen. Hamilton is going to get walls here. It looks like Petro is bunkering down. He does have a knight produced in Mashal as well for some extra strength in his garrison defense, and of course a stronger unit to use. Getting a next wave of university so he can actually get that science up, and I do see him moving a few units to the east side. He might actually try to poke a little bit at Aztec here on the east, but yeah, Queen is pushing as much as possible these units to the south so he can put up a defensive screen against Poland. Never actually move his units towards Boris so he can actually try to pressure Poland into getting some defense over there. We do have the Wing Hussars coming into the screen to the units of Newcastle upon Tyne. You can see they do massive amounts of damage against the English units, and I'm pretty sure these quarters are going to try to get into the main cities of England so they can try to get some pillages going. He already is stepping on a mine there that could be pillaged, and we do have him meeting some spearmen on the battlefield. Now these English spearmen might actually not do, yeah, they don't do that much damage against the coursers. Scabrous is 4 turns away from getting castles and mercenary in one. Oh, he does have coursers. Is there a problem with the gold here? They should have gold. We do have wings on 121 gold a 10 outside 94, but yeah, on 56, so they should have gold to give him. Oh, I see. He's preferring to upgrade the eastern units with a few more so he can defend against the Portuguese nation, which is pushing against him with these privateers, doing significant damage against the horses of England and the encampments. Now it does look like we don't see actually any kind of naval warfare here, and Scabrous might actually choose to get out of there. I'm curious if he's gonna go for the coffee settle, or is he actually gonna try to get out of there. Free! Yeah, there are 9 books, I believe, so they continue more than the TV show. Yeah, I know, right? They're like, there's a lot more truth to that. There's a lot more juice in that series than anything. But anyway, same thing happened with Star Wars. They just stopped at some point, and when Disney picked it up, they went for a totally different pathway. I think they couldn't get the IP from the books as well when they bought the Star Wars series, so they couldn't actually follow the universe as it was portrayed in the books, which is actually so bad because the books were gold, man. Those books were the juice of the series. Anyway, maybe I'm a bit of a fanboy over here because I read so many books, but man, I don't know if how many of you did actually get to read the final books of Star Wars, but when they got to find the Yuuzhan Vong, I believe it's called, it was just getting so crazy, man. The universe was turned upside down. Opposite Game of Thrones? I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what Game of Thrones is. I'm not sure what you mean by opposite. Oh, you mean like Game of Thrones had a few books and they went for a lot more from the series? Yeah, I mean, you know, smart people. What can I say? Now we got Poland also getting a few apostles over here. I think he didn't finish his religion yet, so he will need to get an extra relic here from finishing up his religion. We do have campus research guys coming up for him. Isaac Newton is up for grabs, and we do need to see if Indonesia is going to pick it up. We do see campus research projects coming up from 3-4 of his series. He's definitely wanting this one in his territory. Star Wars is a bit different though, no? Because many different authors wrote different stories within the same universe, but that doesn't matter. I mean, the whole universe was like the whole books, the entire like series was overseen by George Lucas anyway, and they had a concentrated storyline. Like everything was, even in the books you had like the timeline exposed by years, and each book you could have even bought the books in the timeline, watching what you want from which time, from which year to watch, like from the universe years, not from this era, and you can see the storyline being portrayed over there. It's amazing. I definitely recommend the series, and to be honest, I didn't see. Okay, sure, there were some differences in writing styles, but there weren't that big of differences in writing styles. It's just gold, man. I think that's exactly where Disney messed up with the series. But anyway, they're gonna juice this out anyway. They're gonna milk the series until there's nothing left, with like the Mandalorian, with Han Solo, with like all of the other series, which are good. No, don't get me wrong, which are good. But the movies though, ew. Like the storyline in the movies, especially the last ones, the Last Jedi and so on, ew. That feels like a remake of 4, 5, and 6 rather than a conclusion of the next ones. And anyway, it is what it is. Now we do have these Polish Wing Hussars starting to meet English coursers on the battlefield, and it looks like they will get stopped over here for a little while. We would have needed to see a lot more Polish Wing Hussars do the damage against these units or appear on the battlefield to manage to push through the defenses of England. Now, still, it is going to put quite a bit of pressure on his opponent here. There are actually Hungarian troops coming up from Jerusalem pushing into Portugal. They're fighting back. Outside is not actually giving up on this game. He's gonna try to push into Portuguese defenses, and he is managing to upgrade so many of these crossbows to deal the damage against the units of his opponents. The privateer fleet has been deployed to the south. We do have Portugal pushing in towards Liverpool to do the damage against England, while I'm pretty sure there we go, the Portuguese privateer is gonna retreat to Porto, so he helps out with the defense against these units of Hungary. We do have, let's see, harbors coming up from the other cities of Portugal here in the lakes. He's going to need a stronger economy to work with. Unfortunately, he was kind of forced to go for internals for quite some time. Finally, he found Rapa Nui, plugged in money, and now is sending so many of these traders over there. Started to get up in the gold screen, 154 gold per 10 from Plumpie's Baker, 181 production. The difference in production is actually not being that big at the moment. We do have Aztec managing to get 217 versus Boris's 255. Petro is 198 versus outside the 153. Still, there's a little bit of an advantage there. We got Wings on 169, and I do see him on 130 science as well. And it does look like on Portugal and on Dido we do have 180 points each, while England does have a significant problem actually getting his production up and even getting more cities up. He lost one. Bradford over here looks like he's trying to get out of there, which I'm pretty sure this English settler might get spotted at some point. What did you think of the new season of Mando? I think it's getting better. I don't want to give any spoilers, but it looks like it's getting quite better. I mean, I enjoyed how it's starting to evolve with the storyline. I enjoyed how the character is starting to evolve, how Grogo is also starting to get, you know, a little bit more adult over there. So yeah, all in all, I enjoyed it. And the thing is, they do have the quality of Disney when it comes to the sound, when it comes to the image, when it comes to the effects. Everything is being built, well, made by their studios, and that says so much about a movie. It's so like I've seen so many movies that had an extremely good storyline, but such a bad production. Oh my god. Like you can't even, and that's a problem with Romanian movies. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need to say this. Some of my friends told me to actually look at Romanian movies. I can't watch them. Like there's like, I don't know, the sound is not properly made. Like you can hear us in the background because they don't record it properly. They don't double it in the studio. They don't apply the effects properly. They don't have the music behind, you know, like the atmosphere of the movie to include it in the, I don't know. There's like so many details over there. Anyway. They're not taking care of, which is something that Disney does, you know, like it checks all points. We do have over here in Poland, actually in the main cities, trying to go for more campus research projects. He might actually try to go for the happy scientist. So let's see what happened. Indonesia did manage to pick this one up, while Poland did get the Hildegard of Bengal earlier for some extra science from his holy sites. Okay, not bad. I don't think he has a very strong holy sites to begin with, actually. He has a 2 holy site here and a 3 maybe? Yeah, a 3 here. That's it. Well, do you want to talk about French cinema? Some saying if it's a French movie who got the Palme d'Or. I mean, honestly, I don't know why they're giving out, how to say, prizes? No, not prizes. Not prizes. How do you call them? I don't know why they're giving out these like Golden Globes and so on for them, like achievements. They're just not mixing with reality that well. I don't know. It's just maybe I'm just of a different opinion, but it does look like there's a big disconnect between what the prizes go for, like the how to say, the achievements awards. That's why there's a big disconnect between what the awards should be for and what the awards are giving to. You know, like the movies are given to. There's like such a big discrepancy over there. Like in just watching what the viewership wants to watch versus what the awards are giving. There's a site, by the way, I would recommend the site, thenumbers.com is actually, let me put it up over here. It actually gives you a readout of from Hollywood, from around the world actually, about movies and the result they had in the whole world. And that's actually the result between the marketing, between the how to say, how much it's spread throughout the world, and also how well received the movie was. If you compare that to IMDb database for the movies and the reviews, you're gonna get an actual an actual representation of the game's results, the movie results versus what the words are. The words are not there, like they're not mixing. If you see, the lists are not actually tied. It should be tied, like there should be a connection between the two, between these two results. There's no connection there, and it feels like that's anyway. I'm not gonna say it on stream, but I guess everybody's feeling what it feels like. Anyway, we do have Poland coming up over here with Winged Hussars versus Corsairs going against the English nation. I do see finally pikemen are coming up from Newcastle upon Tyne. London coming up with some of those pikemen as well, and this is gonna help him put up a much better defense against his opponents. But it does look like his armies on the east side did fail to defend his cities, while Porto did manage to get walls. Now this one single privateer field will probably manage to help him defend against the Hungarian Super Mario Anton. There we go. You find new movies over there. yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like the numbers don't lie, bro. The numbers don't lie. Awards, You know. Yeah. Anyway, we do have art museums coming up from Ciempoala, amphitheaters coming up from I would say Tenochtitlan. I do see Varia Queen is trying to get to the same science numbers and the culture numbers of Jadwiga, but he is quite far away from those. At least he's keeping up in the production possibilities of his empire. 236 versus 299. It's far away from that as well, but still it's much closer than his science numbers. 119 versus 213. Boris actually about to get double the amount of points that Montezuma is benefiting from. We do need to see how we're gonna have Phoenicia coming up over here. There will be two nations later on in the game that will be trying to push through Aztec territory, while we do also need to see what Persia is gonna want to do against his opponent here. Looks like he's building up a lot of spearmen, which actually begs the question, okay, what do you want to do with the spearmen? Are you gonna AT crew Hungary or something like that? Because honestly, it doesn't look like you're gonna have a fun time pushing through black armies and swordsmen with just spearmen, or even if you upgrade them into pikemen. They're not very good. Like usually the anti-cav units are not very good of attacking into units. Attacking into units. Like they can defend properly, they're just so too clunky to attack with. That being said, I've seen actually quite a few players wink Task for Fish go 80 crew somebody. So yeah, there is that possibility. There's a line of defensive units to the south of Teotihuacan and Azcapotzalco coming up over here. Looks like Poland is still totally disrespecting this defense over here to the north of Krakow. He does have an archer that, of course, if he dies, he's going to try to get new armies out. And it looks like Boris did not get a second wave of units to finish up the job on England, and this actually significantly delays the takeover of the English Empire, which might hurt them in the long term. But I think he does not want to actually apply that much pressure on his opponent, so he can actually keep up I would say with the sim in the game. A lot of these coursers did die, not before they did manage to get a decent amount of pillages over here in the territory of England, which of course that actually translates into gold, translates into stats over, well, I should say other yields. We do have universities coming up here in Phoenicia's territory. We do have him managing to get another 4 cities in the north. Ziz even got settled over there in the tundra, and by the looks of it, we should be switching to the 1010s towards the Renaissance era. We do need to see also how if Portugal did manage to survive. Yes, he did. It doesn't look like Hungary's troops recruited from Jerusalem managed to keep up the pressure on Portugal and take over cities. Yes, he did manage to do some damage over here on the science points, but still Portugal is keeping up his science numbers, or I should say advantage against England for quite some time now. In the total tab, England only managed to get 957 points of science throughout the game, while Plumpie's Baker did manage to get 1239. You compare that to Boris, for example, 3000, well, you get a big number. Wait, what do I have here? It's more of a document, but yeah. Wait, currently there is a movie about Hokusai on my cinema. Maybe I should go watch it. I don't know what that is. Also, well, if you're a fan of the series, you'll see the reference, but to be honest, it's not that good. Correct, it's all. Oh, okay. On the Civ artist, I don't know what that is, by the way, the Civ artist. Yeah, I was gonna say a documentary versus a biopic would be okay. We don't actually have a lot of industrial zones. This is a bit disconcerting over here, that we don't have a lot of industrial zones. Only 2 points on Portugal. We got Persia on 1 point, Phoenicia on 1 point, Aztec on 1 point, and that's about it. We don't have players actually going for that industrial zone placements. I didn't see them setting up their empire that fast when it comes to how to say, preferring to get those aqueducts and the extra adjacency towards industrial zones over everything else. And now there is a +4 industrial zone coming up from Lubin, but that's the first one, turned 67. The Japanese artists in Civ like the great work artists. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. See what you mean. It seems there's a big cut on the movie, 40 minutes. And whoa, 40 minutes. That is actually a massive cut. I don't know how long the movie is, but it feels like it's a massive cut. What did you watch, by the way, on the last year? Oh, annual box office. That's, I guess, the quick links you open up. And yeah, Super Mario Bros. Did manage to get, what, 558 million from Universal Pictures. Guardian of the Galaxy, though, 3. I need to watch that. Didn't get to watch that. It's coming up second. Okay, we do have Pikeman coming up from Bristol, Wolves coming up in Newcastle upon Tyne. I'm pretty sure Poland will try to get field cannons over here to help him push. Industrial zones industrialization coming up in 2 turns. He's getting nationalism in 2 as well. And he keeps on pushing through English defenses slowly but surely. He's starting to get promotions on his Polish wing hussars, giving them not only +6 intel because, you know, extra diplomatic visibility, but he also is gonna get the barding to defend against the ranged attacks. Well, I can't say that he had a lot of ranged attacks anyway to deal with. It looks like the wing hussars are more than able to push through the coursers, and we do need to see how fast these Polish crossbows are going to get on the front line, and also how fast he's going to manage to get to discover that ballistics technology. Kilvak Isivani coming up from Krakow in 4 turns. I do see a workshop coming up in Lublin. If he does manage to build one single factory over here, he's going to get the bonuses throughout his 4 cities around that industrial zone. Pretty good placement, I gotta say, for one industrial zone. We do see that Portugal at the moment did need to retreat from the English territory of Liverpool. He was being pushed back by the walls and the units that were coming up to defend that city from the city of London. He was getting attacked in the city of Porto and managed to survive that, no problems, no questions asked. We do need to see another attack on Funchal this time. Portugal did deploy a few of these courses over there, and he's starting to convert those cities with a few missionaries so he can get the extra amenity in there. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, wait, check worldwide. Oh, worldwide box office. Yeah. That's big, bro. Super Mario. I mean, a lot of fans, bro. A lot of fans. What can I say? Yeah, I mean, you see, you just the whole universe got opened up over here just by watching the results of the movies rather than the awards, which honestly it's been so long since I've even seen the award. I had this discussion with somebody about John Wick 4, which was actually quite a pretty good movie. I would recommend seeing it. It's the last of a series, and I guess if you want to watch it from the beginning, go do it. But the person was telling me, it was a bad movie, man, I wouldn't watch that. And I was like, okay, sure, I mean, everybody's entitled to his opinion, but look at the numbers. You know, like, a lot of people seem to like it. Maybe there's something there, you know, more than just marketing and everything. Because, you know, there's one point that marketing works, PR works, but then there's the extra 25, 30, even I think more than a percentage. You get it by word of mouth. Like, you get to talk with friends, you get to spread that experience with your friends. You want to make a whole event with friends, with family, with kids and so on, to get to the movie and see it. I know, I love the Wick series also, yeah, and I want to see the new ones coming up with another John Wick series. There's another one that's coming up soon. Anyway, Keanu should be a Civ unit like vampires. I prefer Metacritic for movie. Good user score plus good critics reviews usually guarantee a good movie. Yeah, that's also a good one. Metacritic is also a good one. Yeah. I mean, you need to use all of these services on the internet to actually make an informed opinion about something, right? That's how I feel. You need to watch that, you need to watch that, and of course make your own opinion rather than just look at one. I did not see them. I did not see them. I don't think I even saw Indiana Jones actually. I don't think, yeah, I don't think I saw Indiana Jones. Wow, this is a bit of an overreaction coming up from Persia. The Hussars are coming against him, and it does look like at the moment the pikemen are more than able to withstand these attacks. We do not see actually Hungary benefiting from a lot of bonuses. Only a +4 coming up from living, or I should say, keeping Hansa and Jerusalem in his draft. Hussars do benefit from the military advisory resolution, and it looks like Persia is going to want to keep his borders over here. Whatever happens, outside did manage to get 146 science up with 88 culture. We do have Petro on 125 and 100. Looking at Hamatana and the series of Persia, we do have some crossbows coming out, more of these pikemen coming out, and he's going to manage to do the defense here. I think he does have a general for them as well. Yeah, this is a trunk track still from the beginning, giving the bonuses towards these pikemen and the coursers. On this side, we do have Polish units managing to punch through the defenses of England. Not a lot of these coursers are alive here, and now that the crossbows did manage to get on the front line, they're going to do significant damage. Finally, Boris is going to go through the middle tree of technologies, going for gunpowder and nationalism. He's going to start to core up his units soon enough. He's getting trebuchets to manage to deal the damage on the walls, and will slowly take out the English territory. It doesn't like, well, yeah, he could have been faster, but he's still doing it, trying to sim behind all of this and getting a balance going between simming and applying that sim into its units and attacking his opponent. We still have Boris leading the pack when it comes to both size and culture in the game. He does also have a strong production capability and a good gold, 126. Finally, now that Portugal did manage to discover Rapa Nui over there, he's managing to get 200 gold per turn. It would be actually quite important for Poland to get a city of the east side over here to the south of Hong Kong, maybe to connect his empire with Portuguese traders. It would be massively important actually for their economy, and we're going to need to see if Plumpie's Baker is going to give that idea, or even if Poland is going to want to do that. We do also need to see if there are going to be more recruits over here coming up for these Polish units. I do see encampment training projects coming up in Warsaw. He's probably going to want one of these great generals that give bonuses towards industrial era units. Finally, the factory is being built in Lublin, and I do see he did finish up that workshop. 56 production at the moment. We're gonna see how the production numbers change. It should be over 400 soon enough. That's actually well, significantly more than Montezuma. At the moment, he's like, what, 30% more than Montezuma. Now we do have art museums coming up from Petro. Looks like we are also 7 turns away from getting the Renaissance era, and yes, some of his units are actually getting pushed back. Now I do have to point out Persia did manage to discover the pack and shot technology, metal casting, and these Hussars will have quite a bit of a problem pushing into these pack and shots, especially if they're gonna go across rivers and so on. We do need to see how fast Persia can actually get to ballistics. He's 4 turns away, which will allow him to upgrade these crossbows that he's getting right now into bombards, into field cannons, which will do significant damage against these Hussars. Now it looks like the Hussar strength of 77 cannot push through the package of strength of 79 or 90. That is quite significant over here. Persia overreacting a bit. No, I think I overstated when I say that, because I didn't see the Hussar push from the south. I think he actually reacted properly to this. No, I'm convinced he reacted properly to this. It was my bad because I didn't see the Hussars and my mouth just started talking without me thinking. I'm sorry. It happens sometimes, you know, especially how fast I do try to get the information going. Sometimes it's just like I go over other details and totally forget about that. Wait, the city of London can be taken. Whoa. When he makes cores and enemies, it will shrink a lot. Yeah, Cannon Meat is making a good point over there. If he's going to start coring up his units, that's going to be a problem. I do see Petro is trying to get to nationalism in 3 turns, ballistics coming up in 3 turns as well, and we do need to see if he's going to be successful in upgrading a lot of his units here. Wait, I did have, I'm sorry, my wet hanky. I need to get my hankies. There we go. Okay. Oh man, it is so not cool actually. With so much humidity in the air, it feels like always I have like grease hands. Anyway, coming up here, Portugal did manage to deal with the units of Jerusalem. He's probably going to need some trebuchets to deal with the damage on the walls on Jerusalem and take it away from his opponents. Would be quite interesting to see that happening. I do also notice they managed to save out England, and he's going to stay on over here to the west of Bogor, while Indonesia will need to show us if he can actually trade punches with the best of them. Winx actually is on 219 science with 117 culture. He did manage to recruit Newton earlier, and now he's starting to build up another wave of libraries, some amphitheaters for the extra culture, and I do see him trying to go for Forbidden City. He did manage to recruit Isodor of Miletus, a great engineer, which will give him a significant advantage when it comes to the production of a city here, of a wonder here, and I do see him finally getting foreign ministry in the city of Majapahit. When it comes to the score screen here, it does look like in the next wave of votes, PZP is gonna have a significant advantage, 153 Diplo favor, 181, 100 and 122, while on the other side on easy card count we do have only 108, 106, 109 and 164 on David Lynch. There might be some possibilities here for them, but it does look like they're far away. We do need to see new units coming up from Poland in the form of these Wing Hussars to keep on pushing his opponent. Looks like he is scoring up the first one here, and it's going to do massive amounts of damage against the city of London. The city is going to get walls in 2 turns, and by the looks of it, this Polish Wing Hussar is going to only have the opportunity to attack into that city next turn. Now that he cored up, he lost his movement. Here is sunny. Where is the rain? I miss it. Oh, I mean, I'm not missing the rain, bro. I mean, in the last few days, actually, we got a lot of rain. I even got some of those, how to say, not time-lapse movies, like slow motion movies on my phone with, how to say, with the rain. And you see it like in slow motion, all of those raindrops, like big raindrops just falling over there from the sky. So cool, man. It's unbelievable how technology evolved. I'm amazed of how many things we can do with it. Hey, LFW Santa, thank you so much for the follow, sir. Welcome. Okay, let's see. Portugal is still getting to convert his cities. He's repairing his navigation schools, or did he not finish this one in the beginning? Oh, I don't think he finished it actually. We do have Portuguese coursers deployed to take care of the city of Hull over here. It doesn't look like that city doesn't have that much production, only 1 point of production underneath the city center, and it doesn't look like that's gonna fall quite quickly. Portugal, Plumpie's baker is not gonna let his opponent just safely stay somewhere where he can help it, if he can help it. We do have actually Polish crossbowman corps coming up over here 2 turns away. No, actually Boris is going military science here, mercantilism. He did not follow up with the crossbowman upgrades into field cannons, which, man, we would have loved to see, I gotta say. We do need to see if he's gonna go for a few more of these trebuchets to upgrade them into bombards. He doesn't have the upgrade button, so that means he did not discover metal casting. Okay, interesting. Okay. Coal power plants started up from Boris. He's on 391 production at the moment. Okay, not 400, but we were so close to actually achieving this. It looks like he's gonna get those extra points of production from that coal power plant. I do see with the other squares coming out from Krakow as well, and I do see also David Lynch did manage to get to his own 262 science and 124 culture, building up a few more of these art museums and these theater squares to get big next to Vadia Queen. We do have a great lighthouse coming up from Byblos. I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to go into a golden age for a reformed coinage golden age. We got Petro dark age. Boris is over the necessary threshold to get a golden age. Plumpie's baker is dark age. Age. Looks like David is quite far away from getting a Dark Age, but he's trying. 2 Wonders coming out. He's gonna have more of these campuses coming out. We do need to see if he's gonna get some more units and so on. And maybe he's gonna recruit a few great people, Slavey city states and so on, to try to get those advantages in the era score. Vadia Queen, also Dark Age, 8694. Outside is 84 of 84. I'm pretty sure that's actually normal age. He's gonna need 95 points if he wants to get to the next golden. It looks like outside is also managing to hit a wall of piking shots so that he cannot breach. We got medieval walls coming up in Hamatana to help him, to help Persia defend against this, and it doesn't look like with the swordsman and the hussars he can punch through against Persia. Scabrous here is 9 points away from getting a golden age, but will probably not get there anyway. He's about to lose his empire and his safety settler at the same time. In a 4 versus 3 situation, the game will change significantly, especially since we did have the first Diplo points being acquired by Kabachok on Poland, which will give him a chance to go for that Diplo victory much faster. Of course, that also means there's going to be a significant pressure on the next part of the game towards PZP. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see actually England lose his empire over here, them CCing, because it's just a ticking time until we're going to see that Diplo activated. Of course, we still need to see all of the wonders being built for the Diplo points. Getting Statue of Liberty, Potala Palace, Mahabodhi Temple would be very important for Poland to get to. Scabrous coming up with some defensive units over here. He did manage to get the walls in London, and I do see the Polish wing Hussar is moving to the east side over here, trying to help out in Portugal do the attack on Liverpool, while he's putting new units from the west side. He's getting to core up more of these wing Hussars and preparing the upcoming units. Ballistics coming up next turn. He can upgrade this bombard core actually, which will one-shot the walls of Newcastle upon Tyne. Next time when he's gonna get field cannons, the English units will just melt away. We got flight actually coming up from David Lynch. Oh my god, he's gonna plane Montezuma. Oh, he got flight already. Okay, never mind. Okay, he got flight already. Wings Panda, WinX Panda V66. Okay, we do have him 95 points out of 106. He's 11 points out from actually getting a golden age, which is gonna be a significant problem. I do see field cannons also getting upgraded in Persia's territory, which will help out immensely to actually defend against the Hungarian hussars from the defensive, behind the defensive screen of the piking shots. I gotta say, man, oh man, pretty good defense over here. And I gotta say, Petro's whole game style was a lot more defensive than offensive against his opponent over here. Even if he did have the chance of taking out Hungary from the beginning, he did not want to use it. He wanted to build up an economy, he wanted to help out his buddies over there. And I even saying that and then seeing he's on -6 gold a turn, I'm like, what's going on? Well, it is what it is, man. Sometimes you don't get to do what you want to do. Campus is coming up from Sranga. He's going to need a bit more science here, but he did manage to get quite a bit at the same level as Hungary. I do see Hungary does have a much stronger economy if we have that in kind. Ooh, Aztec calves coming in. We do have Persia needing to deploy a few defensive units to the east side, and yes, piking shots will need to build a line of defense here on the east of Tarsus and Sparta. Is this what's gonna topple the great Persian Empire? The safety settler got taken out. Looks like Plumpie's Baker's coursers did manage to take out that safety settler of England, and now all that's remaining to do is take the 4 cities away from England over here. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Poland start to upgrade his units into field cannons, and we're going to need to see the bombard getting deployed over here to attack into the city of Newcastle upon Tyne. More of these pikemen are getting built. These are not going to be able to withstand the damage of North and Porbak or the field cannons. Even if they're going to get upgraded into piking shots, it's still a very hard probability, very low probability that these guys are going to manage to survive. You can see actually the field cannon, oh my god, 76 damage against the pikemen's 57, and there are multiple of these field cannon cores available for Poland to attack with. So it does look like Poland will probably take over that Empire. Oh, we got 2, 4, 5 more, six more of these heavy chariots. Seven. He got 7 more heavy chariots that are going to need to be upgraded into these wing hussars, and of course that only means like what, 3 cores attacking into his opponent here. That's it. Is there a second safety settler coming up from? Yeah, there is. Oh, Liverpool is trying to get another one. Man, I gotta say, he's not giving up. I like this. No, respect. What do we have here? We do have Indonesia still benefiting from Isodor. By the way, 2 charges Isodor. He's not finishing up Forbidden City any, by the looks of it. And we will have 2 more turns until the Renaissance era. That's how much time the players do have to actually get going. Get that era score. It looks like Boris, yes, we're probably gonna have reform the coinage. David Lynch is still 8 points out, and it doesn't look like he might get it. I mean, unless he buys a biplane here. Does he have money to buy a biplane? I don't think so. They're gonna put a lot of money on Boris and Petro to get the army going. Petro over here is in trouble with the Aztec Cavs betting down on him. His spy shots are gonna be the exact units he needs, and I gotta say the Cavs at the moment do benefit from an extra +5 from the military advisory resolution in this World Congress, which is just gonna disappear when we're gonna have the next choices for the World Congress. Well, we do need to see if England is going to be pushed fast enough. It looks like there was a last moment attack here from Poland attacking into Newcastle upon Tyne. That city is going to go down very quickly. There we go. Got taken down by the Polish wing hussars, coupled with the bombard corps and the field cannons. The units of England are running to the safety of the city of London. Is that going to be safe? And we do have Poland also deploying a few more wing hussars to the south, and we'll need to actually get these heavy chariots on the front line. I'm actually curious, is he just keeping these heavy chariots for the extra amenity? Oh, come on, man. Really? He's not. Actually, looking at his empire, he's not benefiting from the extra one. What is it? Not retainers. Retainers, this one, right? Retainers, plus an amenity for a city garrison. He's not actually plugging that in. Is he moving this heavy chair? What is he doing? Come on, man. Kabachok over here builds an army. Okay, so more traders coming up over here. Looking at David, he's 2 points away from getting the golden age, so he might actually get quite close. Vadia Queen, wait, did he finish? No. Vadia Queen. Is there a disconnect over here? Montezuma just started building Forbidden City 9 turns. There's a race between 2 players of the same team going for Forbidden City. Palm Bang 13 turns, and then we do have Montezuma 9 turns from finishing up in Tenochtitlan. We do also have Cavs upgraded here from Persia, so they can withstand the damage of the Aztec units and push back. And we do have quite a few packing short cores that are withstanding the damage in the south from the units of Hungary. It doesn't seem like anything's happening over here. While Judd Wiga did manage to get over 300 science with 205 culture, 416 production. He's doubled the amount of production of the free simmer of their opponents, Indonesia. Now Montezuma to the north of him, yes, he does have a decent amount of production up, and I do see he's placing down a lot of these encampments so he can start generating that oil per turn. He's going to need the military academies in all of them, and he is getting them. We do need to see if Poland is going to get to actually position his units to defend that north at some point. Now I'm pretty sure they want to finish the job over here on England, and we do need to see. Oh, settler, man. Settler 5 turns. I don't know if he's actually gonna get to build those. Like these units are gonna melt so fast. Okay, let's get the bombard in. Shoot it down. There we go. Got the field cannons moving on the front line there, and I'm very surprised. Why is he now moving this heavy? Bro. Oh. 3 times Forbidden City in Tarnow. He's gonna get it. Boris is gonna get it. extra card over there to work. Retainers would be amazing there. Yeah, I gotta see. An extra amenity would be nice. Liverpool is gonna start losing his walls. We don't have a bombard coming up from Portugal, and it looks like finally we got some extra technologies over here being deployed. Portugal is upgrading his scavs, doing significant damage against the English coursers and allowing him to get next to the city of Liverpool. Oh, they got in! Hungary's hussars managed to somehow get in through the territory of Persia. I'm not sure exactly what happened over here, but these Hungarian hussars are actually going through the north of Hagmatana, getting into the line of field cannons and managing to do quite a bit of attacks over here. Quite a few attacks. This is going to be a problem. Of course, Susa actually doesn't have walls right now. We do have a settler coming up from Mashhad. We do have a push coming up from the east side with multiple field cannons getting to attack here, and there is a possibility for for Persia to use the city defenses. Oh man, this is a bit of a problem, but still not gonna phase out Persia from the game. I'm pretty sure he's gonna manage to deal with this properly. Okay, so we got a quick pause over here soon. Let's see. Two minutes and we're gonna come back with the conclusion. The chair, yes, it is exactly my supporter, man. The biggest. Thaddeus Persia building an escape center or just a backup? I think he just wants to expand over here. I'm not so convinced it's it's an escape settler, mostly because I'm pretty sure the timing coming up from Phoenicia on the plains over here is going to be much faster than Aztec can actually push tanks against him. But yeah, Queen is just getting steel in 4 turns, while we do have David Lynch going for replaceable parts, nationalism in 1. It does look like, yes, the Hungarian units are doing some damage against the units of Persia, but they're still getting taken down by these piking shots slowly but surely. It doesn't look like there's a follow-up attack coming up from the cities of Hungary at the moment. While he did manage to place a few more cities over here, he's starting to run out of units to push through his opponent's territory. We do have England being slowly torn apart. The English units are being attacked by the Portuguese from the east side, while now these Polish wings being upgraded from the west side can actually take down very quickly the English nation with the help of the field cannons and the bombard cores that are going to do the damage against the city of London. Now I guess there might be a possibility for that settler to actually get to the south of Auckland and stay alive a little bit more in the game. David Lynch did get the international trade routes with -4. That's quite a bit of a problem. 50% discount to coal power plants, and Kabacho got the extra Diplo points. Looking at this, he is already on a 9 out of 20 on Poland. That's actually a significant boost when it comes to that. He did not actually finish Statue of Liberty yet. He's getting Apadana here in Krakow, and I do see he's finishing up Forbidden City in 2 turns while he's getting built in Tenochtitlan. Imhotep is there. He's gonna try to help it out. We do have also Isodor over here in Palembang, but that's very far away from being finished. We do need to see how fast the Golden Ages. Reform the coinage coming up from Dido. We do have him generating a significant amount of gold over here. 300 gold a turn, even with the minus gold. We also have Portugal on 232, while Boris is only on 43. Petro here is on -60, so they don't need to fund as much as possible Persia's ability to fight against Hungary. They are managing to do that, and I gotta say at the moment it doesn't look like Hungary can actually apply a lot of pressure on Persia. Yes, we do have field cannons attacking into the Hamatana city, which as you can see, the walls are holding for a little while longer. On the cities of England, though, it's going to be a totally different experience. We do have those bombard corps managing to go against London here. We do have, yes, one single pikeman available to defend that city. The settler is going to the north. He's going to try to get out of there, which I gotta say, it's a bit dangerous. There is a Phoenician knight that could try to shadow him in the water, and we do need to see where that settler is going to go. At the moment, it doesn't have actually a direction. Bristol is trying to get walls, and that is going to be a relatively hard city to go for. Liverpool might die actually without building the second settler. Now, by the looks of it, these Portuguese units will be able to take down that city defense, so England will remain with only one city center to defend with. Wing Hussars are going to manage to do significant damage against the city's defenses if they manage to go through the ancient walls fast enough. London might be actually taken down next turn here. Do need to stop the air conditioning at the moment for a while. Do see Indonesia started to build an army here. We do have him putting down multiple encampments, and did manage to get some cav corps going on the west side in Bogor. He was a bit afraid of, I think, Portuguese cavs, which did manage to get to pillage a few tiles here, especially that commercial center. I do also notice on the east side he has proximity to Persia, which is a bit of a problem, but at the same time, man, it does look like Persia is fighting for every tile he has, not actually giving up on anything here. The walls, yes, did go down a little bit, but now you do see them with 72 strength. These were medieval walls, so they do have 150 fortification health available for them, and it doesn't look like the Hungarian field cannons are doing enough damage against the walls to chew through them fast enough. Zdranka did also build the medieval walls here, going for Renaissance here in 5 turns, and it does look like at the moment the Aztec attack from the east side did fizzle down. We do have a few scattered cavs that might actually try to do some form of a pressure here against his opponents. Might not get that much success against his opponent, Persia. Well, let's see the first moves. We gotta see. There we go. Liverpool got taken down. They saw the settler, by the way. They saw the settler in the water. They're gonna try to go through London defenses as quickly as possible, and it doesn't look like they're taking out all of the units around that city. The settler is moving to the north. There are some Auckland crossbows in the water, and it doesn't look like they're gonna block the settler from moving to the north. Well, they can't take the settler, but they might block it if Auckland moves one tile down on the whale tile. We do have two pikemen also trying to defend the city defenses of Bristol, or I should say the city center of Bristol, while London got taken over by Poland. Poland is already with steel walls, so 300 fortification coming up for those cities of his. Units are getting deployed to the west side. Finally, he's actually moving up his heavy chariots, and he is gonna get to redeploy them against Aztec after he finishes up with England over here on the city of Bristol. Wow, oh well, he's gonna move west. Let's see. Apadana coming up next turn from Krakow. He did finish Forbidden City in Tarnow, and I do want to check his cards here. We got logistics and professional army. He wants the extra movement in starting in friendly territory. Oligarchic legacy. Okay, interesting. Why does he keep oligarchic legacy? He doesn't have a single meteor anti-cav unit. Did I check that correctly? Oh, wait, I was looking at Portugal. Never mind. Chivalry with Diplomatic League, Autocratic Legacy, Liberalism, Trade Confederation Network, okay, and Wisselbanken. Okay, so he got Diplomatic League for the extra card. Interesting. He's sitting in Theocracy, so he gets cheaper buys with Faith here. I started to get his military engineer count, and I do see he still only has one single encampment down. It's actually gonna take a bit of an effort to get to the next population level and put down multiple encampments so he can start generating that oil. He does have some oil, and of course get to hard build armies. We do have some oil in the water here in the south of Krakow. I do have Lublin also with some oil here. On the farms there that's two, another one here, 3 oil tiles. Okay, that's actually enough oil for him. 3 oil tiles. He's getting the oil also from the city of London. There's an oil tile here to the southwest that he could easily improve. We do need to see how fast he's gonna take Bristol. We do have Portuguese now upgraded right in the face of England. We do have one of these Sea Dog Armadas here available for England to try to defend himself, and we do need to see if they're gonna be strong. Is gonna be strong enough to defend against the Naus. The Naus do have a promotion on them, and they're gonna start moving towards the north. He might actually just try to move away, but I think he can't get there fast enough on the settler. Actually, the Auckland crossbows did scatter. We do need to see biplanes in the air, and we're going to need to see if Aztec is going to manage to get the correct technologies to defend himself over here. I'm pretty sure fighters with Wing Hussar armies are going to be a bit too tough for Aztec to handle. We do have the Wing Hussar corps deployed to the north, putting Aztec on alert. Abu al-Qasim al-Zarhafi is seeing what's happening over here. He has been sitting on that reinforced tile for a long time now, and we do need to see follow-up units coming there. It looks like neighborhoods coming up from Krakow. Interesting choice. Persia was fast enough to plug the choke to the north, where Aztec was trying to get with the calves here. Do notice he still has a bit of trouble in Hermatana, but it looks like the majority of the army of Hungary did go down, so he doesn't have that many units attacking into his own units. Now, that being said, it looks like this spiking shot might bite the dust soon. It will need to be healed over here. Good evening, Andiro. Bonsoir, monsieur. Bienvenue. Let's actually take a look on the Empire of Hungary. Is he following this up with something? Yes, he is. Cuirassier corps coming up from his cities. Cuirassier, bombards, cuirassiers, okay. And we do need to see if he's going to manage to be successful against Persia. Right, Persia is going to get steel walls next turn. That's going to be very hard to push, especially with just the bombards and cuirassiers. You don't need the higher technology to go there. Matthias Corvinus is switching his technologies towards the top 3, trying to get industrialization on square rigging coming up in 2 turns. He's on 156 CivCIS, basically very close to Nader. She has 144. He does have a stronger economy though, and we do have over Easy Katka's team a much better gold generation. We do have Scabrous' settler 2 turns away from actually getting on the coast there. It looks like the Polish wing hussars are gonna get next to the city of Bristol, and there is a line infantry also available to push from the south, from Portugal. We do need to see if he's gonna triple tap that city and get it out. The now can attack into it. It's not gonna deal the massive amounts of damage, while yes, this other one is moving there. We do have a reinforce actually blocking the vision of these other field cannon corps to go there, and I don't know what happened to the bombard. Oh, it's moving west. Okay, so Portugal is just gonna finish up with frigates. Well, is that gonna be in time for the settler? Because I mean, honestly, oh no, he's moving the settler here. Oh no, that's not gonna survive, guys. This settler is not gonna survive. Like, even if he gets on the 1-1 tile, when these frigates are gonna start shooting down the city of Bristol, that's just gonna be wiped clean off the planet of the Earth, alongside the English nation. So you see how Auckland actually applies some negative zone of settling here around him. Well, the settler needs to go into the green zones, and it will take quite a bit of time for him to disembark, move, and then settle. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 turns to actually settle on the wheat tile. While Bristol is already in the yellow zone, we do need to see if Portugal's fleet is going to be successful into pushing out the fleet of Bristol here. Lahore also gone soon. Lahore actually is still alive. Lahore, yeah, looks like it won the war against a single ironclad from Phoenicia. Kick. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Commander Keen, good evening, sir. Also Tadisian, good evening, sir. Privyet Sinot, how are you doing, sir? What is the vision of the teams? There we go. We got vision on Easy Katka here. They only see like half of the territory of Hungary, a bit of a territory of Indonesia, a bit of a territory of Montezuma, while they are taking down England in the middle. While on the other side we do have the vision. Okay, they see most of the Portuguese side. They do see most of the Polish cities, but now, oh my god, Hussar armies are coming around, by the way, from Poland. These are going to be a problem. Alhambra also started up in Aztec, who's going to finish next turn, and I do see multiple workshops available for him. I gotta point out the advantages of Easy Katka's Jadwiga. They managed to stay up there, 472 production, 256 faith a turn, while Montezuma is on 349 with only 25 faith and doesn't have that many possible capabilities of going to war here. Let's see Bristol. Bristol, okay. Oh, not going down this turn. Oh, it is. It is going down this turn. Portugal manages to deal the final damage against Scabrous. That is one player taken out from the game in a 4 versus 3 situation. It looks like Easy Katka will have quite a bit of an advantage against the opponents. And Vadia Queen calls out GG. We do have Easy Katka managing to win this game against their opponents, Posel Za Pivas, Beers for Settlers. We will probably not gonna have a post debrief. There is they're gonna talk over there between themselves, and I don't really want to disturb them. There is how to say I don't think I have that many viewers knowing Russian, and they're gonna talk a lot in Russian, or I should say the Kyrgyz dialect. So I don't think I can ask them in English a lot of stuff over there. There is Sue also in the channel, and he's gonna be wanting to do a debrief on his own YouTube. If you want actually to take a look at that, I would actually gladly point you towards Sue's channels on YouTube, so you can take a look at the post-game chat. In the meantime, I do want to get a quick round out about what happened over here. We did have Persia with Hungary fighting from the beginning of the game. We didn't actually get to see Immortals fighting against Hungary, unfortunately. Hungary did manage to get a few levies on Portugal and did manage to put some pressure on his cities, did manage to get a few pillages off, but couldn't take cities out. We did actually have Portugal trying to go against the London coming from an earlier stage, did manage to take a city quite early with just horses. While he did follow up an attack with horses, he couldn't punch through the upcoming defenses of London. Dido did try to get as much gold as possible. We did have Indonesia trying to get as much same as possible on his side, and he did manage to get some advantages, but couldn't be as big as his opponents over here as Poland. We did also have Portugal starting to rise in the gold generation, while he met Rapa Nui in the south. He didn't actually discover it for quite a bit of time in the game, like half of the game over there. After he discovered that his gold just skyrocketed. Captain 3/4, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. Also very big GG coming up here for Easy Katka. I'm gonna throw that in the chat as well, by the way, in the game channel chat. GG, well played. And so with that, we're gonna finish the stream. I do want to point out, if you're coming up from YouTube, please throw this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. I would invite you also to my live Twitch stream on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV. I also want to point out, if you want to say something about the game, leave a comment down below. It does help me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm. I'm also trying to put a few more movies on YouTube over there, not only with Civ6, but also some adjacent subjects. For example, the mods, the music generated for the channel, or created for the channel, as well as maybe some Dota 2 games. We'll see. I'm thinking if I should do a series also on Jedi Survivor, but still I can't find the time to do it. With much pleasure. And also, Thundorius, thank you so much for reminding me about the points. Let me actually finish up over here with the points. Manage prediction. Easy Katka wins the day over here. 101 points will 1000 points will be given to the viewers. Well, I'm not sure about the schedule for next week. Maybe we're gonna get some plays going in the secret community. Maybe we're gonna get some how to say, some training games. A lot of the tournaments have finished, and we do need to take a look at the CWC when it's gonna start. We do have 2 more weeks, or actually like a week and a half, 2 more weeks or something, 2 more weeks until CWC starts. We do need to see the final team started up over there, and we will need to see what other tournaments start in the meantime. So thank you so much for everything. We're gonna see each other on Discord, and I do hope you're gonna follow the announcements on the upcoming games. I'm gonna make over there the list of what games can we get to see, to play, and when the streams will be up there. To join my Discord, you can use !my Discord in the Twitch chat, or take a look down below in the description of the video on YouTube. Thank you so much for everything. Much appreciated for the follows, for the likes, for your support on the stream, and let's see each other in the next ones with some Civilization 6 fun games. Bye bye.
We